Last time on Dungeons and WheatTons, you guys crossed the big bridge to the main island of Vestal, fought some Sahuagin that were like swarming the place. Figured out that Lael's ring is cursed with a thing of obedience, but he still feels like he can summon a genie. He just wants to save it for later. Because what if he needs it later? And you came to Tyrus and found out that people have been spirited away by mer-witches with needle-like teeth and cord hair. Cord hair. And then you guys were given an hour to come up with a plan. You talked about yourselves
instead of a plan,
and then was like, "Hey, Varsim, use yourself as bait while we still don't have a plan."
Oh shit! Yeah, we did.
Oh, we had half a plan. We just didn't finish it.
Yeah, we had half a plan.
We had the plan to find out where they were by using bait, but no way to get there.
Yeah.
So then that led to...
Did Varsim lose his, strength save or something?
Well...
No, Varsim volunteered because he looked weak and helpless.
Yeah, he didn't even try to make the strength save.
And he didn't need to breathe, so we figured he'd be okay if he got caught. But he needs air to cast magic!
So that he can inhale and use his words.
Damn it.
So, with the Goggles of Lynxite, you followed Varsim's vision as he was pulled down through darkness for 5 minutes, and then pulled into a lit cave with a circular artifact and wrapped up in a cocoon of seaweed, or like silk or something.
Silky seaweed.
Yeah. And that's
so we
how you
entered the hole of the cave?
You guys were still outside the cave. You were going to transform into an anaconda.
Didn't you say something else, though?
Wasn't he like a shark or something?
He has to have
like
seen
a type of
a
shark.
reef shark in order to turn into it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I turned into a beluga,
Yeah, that was because I had forgotten that you have to see the animal before you can do it, so you've seen a beluga now.
You've seen a beluga.
so... Maybe there's
You
a
saw it on the
SeaWorld.
boat.
I mean,
Maybe
you're
I've been
right
to a
next to the
SeaWorld.
ocean. You could go looking for a reef shark.
You saw it on the boat on the way here to Vestal. You saw the beluga jumping out of the water.
How many wild shapes do I have, though?
You only have the one left before you need to take another short rest.
So make it a good one.
And Bartholomew has created a face mask over 13's nose and mouth, which gives him this sharp teeth looking thing so that he can breathe underwater, but that means that he can't use him for anything else. And 13 is going to start taking off his armor and ask for a spear.
Can he still
somebody.
speak?
Yeah, he can still speak.
I have that fishing spear. That could probably be helpful.
If you don't mind him using it, he will use that.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Cool.
Alright then. Well, suddenly out of the blue, Mateo's gonna get very wide-eyed. Yell, "Everybody wait!" And he runs inside to where we save that lady, and ask the man there, "Do you have a large wash tub?"
A large
Oh,
what?
Wash?
A
What?
wash tub? Like a bathtub?
Yeah, but it's where you wash clothes.
Oh, okay.
A
Yeah,
large
we
wash
have
And that, like-
tub?
He's like, I asked him, "Can I borrow this? I will bring it back, maybe in good condition."
Yeah,
Maybe.
Maybe in good condition?
It might be a little
Mateo, what's
soapy,
your
but
plan?
sure.
I'm
Alright.
liking where this is going. What is your plan?
I get it.
I am
I
curious.
come back out. All right. And he's still kind of wide-eyed. a cubic feet of air can give you 9 hours. I'm sorry. Hold on. I had this all planned on making myself laugh. 9 hours of air, a pocket of air, roughly a cubic feet. This thing is pretty big, like at least 2 feet long and almost a foot deep. This will probably give me over 9 hours of air. And you get kind of
What?
dizzy. And so, what did I say?
So you basically want to use that as an air helmet?
I see where
Yes,
he's going
that
with that
what
because
I-
I have
that's
seen
what
that
I
in
was
movies
talking
before.
Yeah, they've done that with boats, and I honestly considered. Remember that pocket of air that Varsim found? I wonder if I can make it bigger by using destroy water.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And
That
I
way,
can use
some of us
a
can go
rope
up
or
and
something.
get air if we need.
But
I use a
where
rope
is
here
that
so you
pocket of
can-
air?
Guide me underwater.
That's true. If we find Varsim, though, we'll find the pocket. Because isn't he still there, hiding?
Yeah, he's still there.
I think so.
Unnoticed for now.
I'll look
About to
at the
say, who's
gun.
got the goggles?
I
I
do.
don't know if I've taken him off.
About to say,
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
Mateo
Mateo.
the last who had them?
Oh, yeah, 'cause
in
I went
order
crazy
for you
because of it.
to go and ask somebody about the wash tub, you would have had to take them off because you would still be just looking at what Varsim sees.
Okay,
Ah.
then I did take him
So
off,
he
but the
did
last
take
thing
them
I saw, he was there in the air pocket.
Okay. So he
I
is
mean,
still
unless
there.
somebody wants to try to put on the goggles on, but I don't know if I recommend that.
Yeah. No, don't.
Maybe it's the one who's already used to the goggles should keep wearing them.
No, not again. Please, no.
Uh,
You can't make.
all right. So, from what we remember, there's a lot of darkness for a few minutes until we get to that big cave. So, I can cast light on something, and we can use that to help guide us. But we'll have to put it out when we get close.
Yeah.
Maybe we can cast light
That
on
way
a
we don't draw
bunch of
attention.
rocks and leave a trail for ourselves to follow back.
It is a cantrip, so I can cast it as many times as I need.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so you'll be heading this expedition then.
I shall be then. I will lead the way. I'm the fastest swimmer here anyway.
Okay, so who's all going down there?
So far, it's Mystalia, Verseshka, Mateo, and 13.
So you and Gossamer are the only ones who don't really have a way down there.
Yeah.
You guys can
And
chill
Lyle.
talking to each other. It'll be like that Avatar episode where Toph and Appa are just conversing
Chilling.
with each other.
Yeah.
So, you like sand?
I would be kind of useless underwater anyway.
Well, maybe, but still, every sword would have been helpful against something.
I only have the one, remember?
And,
It's still better than nothing.
13's armor class is going to go way down because he has to shed his armor, otherwise he'll just sink and he won't be able to swim.
He looks more defined without his armor.
Yeah, as he loses his clothes, you
This
see
is
that
why you're
his,
the hoe.
you see that his
I am
chest
not a
and
hoe!
back are covered in scars.
She's just thirsty for
Oh.
13.
Thirsty
Thank you.
for 13. Yeah.
Thank you, Mateo.
So I'm not the only one who sees it.
You gotta
And
be blind
I was
enough to
saying
see
that in not my character voice.
Oh.
I apologize for interrupting, by the way. I'm sorry, continue.
it's okay. I was just going to describe the scene of him taking
Disturb.
off his armor and tying the spear to himself so he doesn't lose it. You notice that whenever he doesn't have his clothes on, he is covered on his torso and back with scars.
Whoa.
And you'd think for all that strength that he's packing, he would be a little bigger, but he is actually quite lean.
He's a lean boy.
But he got them muscles, don't he?
Yeah, I would say he's pretty cut. With a 20 in strength.
Jeez.
And you, with his shirt off, you can actually see where his arm actually connects to his shoulder, showing you that he is with the sleeve hanging there before. You couldn't see where he was actually missing his arm, but it's all the way at the shoulder.
Wow.
Oh.
So, like, the arm came out at the socket, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ouch.
So now you know that it was pulled and ripped instead of cut.
Cut.
Just torn off, yeah.
Okay, I'm curious about this little hole right here.
Which hole?
This one.
Decoration.
Yes, it's the only one. Oh, it's just for decoration?
Actually, it was a misclick that I didn't remember that I hit.
Oh.
Damn it. In here I was thinking that may be the hole Varsim's looking out of. Or getting air from.
No, unfortunately,
That'd be too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention it's farther away from here because it takes like 5 minutes to get there.
At least by the swim speed of one of those things.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, would Gossamer be much help in the water anyway? All he could do is doggy paddle.
Unless I was affected by a freedom of movement spell, probably not. But then I would just fall through the water to the bottom, and I'd have the same problem as 13 in his armor.
So maybe it's best you stay up here.
Yeah, I could do that.
Why don't you watch for any other creatures that come up here while we're gone?
Can do.
Hey.
Good
I'll
boy.
do that too.
Yeah, you do that, Aladir, since Gossamer could use a hand.
Yeah. We can keep an eye over the town while y'all are down there.
And maybe ask around, see if you can find any useful information.
Okie doke.
All right, everybody ready?
And yeah, tie a rope to myself and hand it to 13 and say, guide me. I will be blind in this.
All right.
All right. Then
And
I'm sorry, all I
Verseshka,
see is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Verseshka, what would you like to change into?
I don't know.
Okay, from looking at the hole that leads underground under the water, it looks to be about 8 feet around. Can a beluga fit in that?
Like, what's their radius?
Yeah.
Oh, are we waiting for me to stop?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
So what is the radius of a beluga whale? Because you might not even have to change into anything else.
I mean, what if I, like, swim as a beluga to look for some sharks for a bit, and I'll be like, I'll catch up with you.
I will allow you to do that if you want, but somehow
Have
you're gonna have to get to the water as a beluga.
No!
I thought I was already in the water as a beluga.
Yeah, you're in the pond. That's not
Yeah, you
connected
need to go to the beach.
ocean.
Oh. Can like, Mystalia give me water on the way to the beach?
Ah, what the
Like,
fuck?
to cool me off? So I don't, like, overheat?
If you want
Be
to.
like,
I think I'm just gonna like have a little bubble of water that I carry you in all the way to the fucking sea.
And Kevin
Yeah, to
can
keep-
like
keep
carry
me
you
moist.
over there if you'd like.
Keep you moist.
yeah, keep me a moist white whale. Sure,
All right.
Kevin, the goat.
So the
Really? You're gonna go to the ocean instead of coming with us?
What the fuck?
so I can look for a better animal to be.
Oh man.
So just so you don't waste your other animal transformation, you're just gonna have someone carry you to the sea.
But
Yeah.
sad thing is, you would have to transform back into a lolly to ask this, though.
Oh, I forgot.
Because you can't talk in animal
Shit, and we don't have Varsim. Damn
it! Nice try.
Everybody.
Okay, then I like babily reach my flippers towards Kevin in the gesture of. Would this need like a persuasion check?
Now it would.
Pick me up. Pick me up.
Yeah, pick me up.
All right, I'll give you a persuasion against his insight to see if he understands you.
How far away from the beach are we?
Shouldn't his insight be greater than her persuasion?
Yeah. For something
Get
like
as low as
this.
possible.
For something like
Get
this.
as low
is
as
yes.
that-
possible. Get as low as possible. Get as low as possible.
They made Wit do
He
it.
got a nat 20.
I got a natural 1.
Success.
No, you got a 12. Kevin got a natural 20. So he understands you.
Okay.
Sweet.
And he
This
will
benefits me.
he will be like, I understand, and he'll come over
Yeah.
and he'll just scoop you out of the water like a baby,
Like a baby.
and he'll just start walking toward the water.
Where are
Of
you
the
going
beach.
with her?
He knew.
She wants to go to the beach to find a better animal. I understood through the mimicry.
What? How did you understand flippers?
I don't
Right?
know how I understood, but I understood.
It's
This
like
is great.
telepathically, you understand what I am saying.
She was very
Should we go ahead
convincing
and
with
just-
them flippers.
Should we go ahead and let her follow us? For all that little light trail we'll leave behind?
I nod in beluga form.
I take that as a yes. All right, let's just go.
You can't
Since I
actually
can't.
leave a light trail, I don't think. With
Can't?
I
light,
Yes.
because of the way it
What
works.
can't Well, I have echolocation, so I can see them from afar.
If a beluga whale has extra.
Oh, the
change it to
spell
something
ends if you
else.
cast again. Oh.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, so you can have
Alright.
one light for an hour. If you cast it again, then the other one goes away.
All right, then I will just have to cast something else. I'll cast my wand. The tip of my wand with light.
Oh god.
All right, so is everybody ready to go in there?
Yeah.
Everyone's ready.
Okay, you jump into the water and you begin to swim down into the hole under it. Mateo's got to be real careful with that bucket. Don't tip it.
I'm holding it.
And Miss Dahlia,
I can't help
you are
I'm a strong
able to go double the length that they are in one movement turn. Because you have an
Wow.
actual swim speed,
Yeah.
other people without swim speeds go half of their movement speed. So they can only go
Wow.
15 feet to your 30.
Cool. I have a swim speed, but I'll slow up to keep up with them so that they don't lose track of the light.
Hey, and if you're wearing your skirt, if you're under there long enough, you'll recharge it.
Yes, I am wearing my skirt still.
All right.
Aha.
So, you swim down into the hole under the water. You are surrounded by stone on all sides, but you notice that the stone is slick and covered in a strange mucus that's too thick to be washed away by the water surging through the tunnel. And even though you have light, just at the edge of it, in the wall of shadow, your mind plays tricks on you, showing you a glimpse of something just out of sight. Now, because you are leading, you're feeling a pounding in your chest as you go on, because you're not used to being in front.
I am not.
So she's scared.
I am very scared right now, but I'm trying not to show it.
As
You can't do it.
As you swim through the darkness and you continue forward, your light casts itself on a sharp fork in the cave. One side continues straight and to the left, while the other takes a sharp downward turn on the right.
Oh no.
Oh.
I can speak since I can breathe underwater, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Ah, crap. We didn't know which direction they took with Varsim. Crap.
And y'all wouldn't know which way to go because y'all don't have the goggles.
Well,
And it was also dark whenever he was going through.
Well, yeah,
Yep,
but when
it
y'all
was.
when y'all could see.
Yeah.
yeah, we don't know what direction they went in. So,
You were
Nastalia just turns around towards the other two and just shrugs. Which direction?
Well, Mateo cannot see it.
Oh, that's true.
and
He's
13.
just wondering why we stopped.
13 says through his Bartholomew mask, maybe we should flip a coin.
How can you flip a coin underwater?
Very funny.
Verseshka looking for animal.
Alright, I will roll you a survival check so that you can
While we're paused
track
at the
it.
fork.
Yeah.
So you guys talk that through while I'm figuring
Yeah.
out if you're tracking a shark.
Will it just take me longer if I get a lesser roll?
It will take you longer.
I like have the longest time, and then I meet them like after they beat it, and I'm like,
You
I
have a
found the
7 in
animal.
survival and you get a fucking 9. A 7 in survival!
So with that 9, it'll probably take you about 15 minutes of searching.
Da da!
That's not too long.
No,
It's-
but every minute is precious.
It's long enough.
And
Yeah.
if they get close enough to Varsim, couldn't they communicate with them telepathically?
Yeah, exactly how far apart do we have to be before he can reach us?
60 feet.
Okay.
Supposing he's outwardly looking for our links, which I hope he is.
That'd be nice.
You don't know at the moment.
I don't know,
Remember
but I only
when
hope.
Whitton messed up on the first session with the little rat turning into the imp?
I didn't
How
mess
did he
up.
mess up?
Well, you were like, you did it too early. You're like, oh darn. Never mind, continue. I just had a random thought.
I don't remember that. Maybe I'll have to
Okay.
look at that again.
Yeah, it's been a while since I
Right.
watched the first episode.
That episode is a lot more awkward.
Yeah, a lot, a lot. Look at
You
how
get
far
to
we've
do-
come, you guys.
You get to
Alright.
do this and that.
Let's continue.
Alright, continue.
Actually, I'm gonna do something else. Help you out.
Yeah.
Eh?
Help Miss Dahlia out.
Me?
Not Miss
Oh.
Dahlia, sorry, Verseshka.
I was about to say, what? Why me?
It would have been good though.
Yeah, it would have been good.
Holy crap.
What?
Kevin, with his 8 in wisdom, at a -1, gets an 18 on his survival check. And he's like, the shark's over that way.
Oh, yeah.
This is great.
I even gave you a handicap. And it still worked out for you.
Why do you not want Varsim to die?
I don't want Varsim to
What?
die. If you don't
If
remember,
Because if he
Varsim dies-
dies, his dad is gonna come over here.
if you don't remember,
We're
if he
screwed.
dies, he's a portal to the far plane / void with all the Cthulhu monsters in it.
And his dad will have won the bet.
All right, so
You screw.
with Kevin helping you out, with an amazing wisdom roll for survival, he points you in the right direction, and it'll only take you about 2 minutes now.
2 minutes is better than 15 minutes.
I nod at him to thank him as I swim away.
You like clap your flippers,
Yeah,
like
he waves.
yay!
He waves at you.
And let me see if I can find the theme picture.
All right, and back to the fork, since this is all
I look like
happening
that.
simultaneously. Have you decided on which direction you want to go?
Oh God. Am I able to? Okay, no. That's not even a question. I
You
can't
are
see down
in
to
charge
your
of this expedition.
direction. Oh dear. Y'all trust me?
I trust you, fearless leader.
All right. I start guiding us down the right path.
All right. You begin your descent down the hole and into the darker depths. It's slow going because of 13 and Mateo doing their best to keep up with you. Because while they aren't slow, you're just faster.
Yeah.
And 13 would pull him and Mateo along the wall to go a bit faster,
It's too slick.
but that strange mucus that lines the walls is getting thicker. So
Oh, I
they're
should
having
rest.
to swim instead.
I wonder if that went down the other path too, on the walls.
Hey, if you would have thought about it, you could have asked.
I just thought of it now, but it's too late now.
So I'm going to say that it's actually taking you about 10 minutes to get through since you're slowing up for them. And the cave opens up into a cavern with sharp spikes at the top. And at the floor, cast because of your light, you see half buried in the sand skeletons of different creatures brought there for what fate you don't know.
Okay, so these are where the bodies that were dragged down probably ended up.
You actually saw the Mateo actually saw the bodies whenever Varsim was
Yes.
Oh, wait,
cocooned,
yeah.
if you remember.
That's right. They are cocooned. So what are these?
You don't know. But as you wonder that, you feel this slight vibration in the back of your mind. And it sounds
Uh-oh.
vaguely like this gurgling laugh in the distance. Roll a perception. Only Mystalia. Alright, with that 18, you see what looks like a tail disappear into the darkness. And you remember that laugh.
I do.
Sounding kind of like... How do you feel about the situation?
I
want to know the emotions you're feeling right now.
I'm feeling very nervous right now. If it's familiar, I don't think that's a good thing.
Well, it was familiar because it had just played in your mind. And you saw its tail disappear into the darkness, and you heard the laugh again.
Oh, okay. That's, this is bad.
So nervous, huh?
Yeah,
Isn't underwater fun?
it used to be.
Going back to Verseshka, you find what you were looking for.
Mhm.
And what was that you were looking for?
Was it a reef shark or a great white shark?
A
What kind of shark did Kevin see?
A reef
You're not
shark.
gonna find a You're not gonna find a great white shark along the banks.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's along the reef. It's got to be a reef shark.
Maybe can it be a tiger shark? Because they hang out in the reef.
I would give you the same
Sounds
stats as a reef shark.
That's fine. I just want to be a tiger shark.
All right, then it's a tiger shark.
So small and feisty, like the lolly.
Like the nully.
It is a tiger shark then.
So
And now
breathe underwater.
you have done all that you need to do to turn into this.
Can I go faster?
Can you go faster?
Do I go fast? Like, do I go faster as the shark stat?
You have a 40-foot swim speed. I would say that that's faster than a beluga, yeah.
You swim
Okay.
faster than me.
And you have now found what you wanted. Oops, didn't mean to put that there. I accidentally put a shock. Oh, and I forgot to zoom out so that the camera was seeing the whole map.
Yes, don't forget the camera because we mustn't let the audience be staring at nothing.
Well, they're always staring at nothing.
Except for the background.
But if
I
you
know.
want, you can do your best to catch up with them in your new shark form, going as fast as you can. Because they were going slower, you could probably catch up with them where they are right now in that cavern. As a reef shark. But that's
As a
up to
reef
you.
shark. Sorry, repeat that one more time.
I said that if you wanted, since all this is happening simultaneously, you could probably catch up to them where they are right now. As a reef shark.
Sure.
Alright, so you're
Should've
gonna
did that.
change back to Lolly and then use...
Do I have to change back into lolly and then, or can't I just use another wild shape and change
I
back
actually don't
into?
know. I would say that you could just use your other wild shape to change from animal to animal if you wanted.
And then you hear the Transformers, wah, 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 like when they transform.
I figured you might want to walk yourself over instead of having Kevin carry you through the air, since you're gonna be breathing. Since you won't be able to breathe because you're out of water as a shark.
Yeah. Sharks
I
don't
don't
breathe
want to
air.
bring this up now, but we forgot about Lair.
I didn't forget about Leo. I said that he was there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How?
Whenever you were like, so who's going down? Aladir and Gossamer are the only people who can't go down. And I said, and Leo.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't hear that. So he's stuck up there too, I guess.
Oh, yay. I'm stuck up here with a dog and an idiot.
Sorry.
Takes one to know one, Aladir.
Nice response.
So, are you gonna like transform back into Lolly to run over there, or just transform into Shark and then be like, oh crap, now I have to be pulled out of the water and ran over by Kevin?
Sure, I'll do the same, like
Oh
pick me up
god.
as a beluga.
Alright, so Kevin understands, picks you up, and brings you back over there and drops you back to the place that you were.
And then I transform into tiger shark.
Alright, you transform into Tiger Shark, and now you may swim down the hole. And, actually, let me see if you can actually see in the dark as this shark.
Oh, you already know what I'm gonna do.
Hey, this.
You...
No, you don't.
I'm
Well,
gonna
yeah.
make tiger sharks Seshka.
Shark
Shark
Seshka.
Seshka.
Tiger shark Seshka.
Alright, so you are able... It's not that you're able to see so much, but you know where you're going. And you come across the fork in the path. Do you take the left or go down to the right?
Me?
Yeah.
I go right.
All right. You wind
Wait,
up.
shit. I could have done something so I could find them quicker. Because I had
You
echolocation
didn't
as
do
a
the
beluga.
echolocation.
And it's too late because I changed.
Well, as you are sitting, as you are floating in the cavern, and you had just seen the tail disappear into the darkness and heard that laugh, from behind you, you see a tiger shark coming at you. Miss Dahlia's group. But it has long white hair and a braid over the left shoulder. Finn.
That can only be Verseshka.
I don't
I
say
see.
anything.
I
you
see you
can't
found
say
your shark.
anything.
You can't say anything.
I know.
Hey, I can't understand sharks.
They don't speak Aquan, so no.
Darn.
They're animals. They don't
He
have a
doesn't
language.
I wish I could. I don't know why. I wish I could though.
If you had a speak
I
with
thought-
animals spell, you could.
I bump her
Ah.
with. I like pat her stomach with my tail to like be like, yeah, it's me.
Sharks tickle.
But she doesn't know that because I don't know.
Well, if you want, we could do the persuasion insight thing to see if she understands what you mean by the little nudge.
All right, yeah, let's do that. What does Miss Dahlia have to roll?
She has to roll the insight.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she already did.
Doot.
I did. Wow.
Okay. You understand just fine.
Did I get a natural 20?
You did get a natural
Yes, you
20.
did.
But because you were able to convey exactly what you meant by that pat, and she understood it perfectly.
Like, oh yeah, it's Verseshka.
It was basically
Does she-
like you putting out a fin and you fin bumping. It's like
Yep,
you were
fin bump,
on the
yep.
same page that whole time.
Like we're homies. Like, what up, bro?
It's like we just had a bonding moment right there.
Does that mean she always understands me now with my gestures?
I won't say always, because there could always be a time where you're trying to do a gesture and you don't convey it properly.
Okay, I understand.
It's like, this is going to be a bad example, but you doing sign language and somebody who understands sign language is like, oh, I got it perfectly. But somebody else could be like, oh, you flipping me off, bro?
You flipping me off?
Okay.
So it depends.
I assume that would happen with a natural 1.
Yeah. Like, that might be like you doing a up yours with your fins or something.
Okay.
Okay, so now that you are caught up with them, you were unprivy to the laughter that they heard or the tail that they saw. Well,
So I
Nastalia
didn't.
saw.
Two of us saw.
Well, only you saw.
Seriously, one of us has a bucket over our head.
I got a bucket.
You are the one with the eyes that are made for underwater. So you are the one. 13 is like kind of like you know? So that's why he didn't get to
Squinting.
make the perception check. Or if he
I see.
did, it would be at disadvantage. Because he doesn't have anything covering his eyes right now.
Right. We probably should have thought to get him something intact like goggles.
Mm-hmm.
But are you still nervous as you get bapped in the stomach lightly by a tiger shark with long white hair?
I'm a little less nervous
All
now
right.
that I know that we have one more on our team.
You swallow your emotions then, and push yourself on, unless you want to do something else in this cavern.
Nah, let's push on.
All right.
He's getting creepy.
The cave narrows once again into a tunnel, and it's a little bit tighter than the one you were in before, so it's a bit more claustrophobic. However, as you squeeze yourself through, you can see the start of that faint blue light that Mateo described from watching through Varsim's eyes.
Oh.
Again, this
Guys,
is like another 10 minutes of you like going, so it's taking you about 20 good minutes, maybe
sense.
30, for you to go the same path that the Myrrh thing knew which way it was going and was going at full speed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's
that makes sense.
here's Tiger Shark Seshka.
It works so well.
But guys, I think we're there almost.
At that point, 13 would suggest you let your light out.
All right,
So
stay
that
close.
they don't see the light coming from the cave.
Stay close and just keep going towards the blue light, everyone. And I decast my light.
All right. You close in on the light through the tunnel. You peer around the corner. And that's when you see the giant circular artifact in the center of the room. It has this staircase leading up to it onto this like stage or stand that it's sitting on, and then it reaches all the way up. It looks like it's going up to about 40 feet at the at its highest point, with runes carved in around the stone. And you see these 6 strange, corrupted merfolk swimming around. And they seem to be looking for something. Or someone.
Uh-oh.
They're probably looking for Varsim.
They might have noticed he's gone. Crap.
I
They
don't
might
want to
have
look.
noticed that Varsim is gone.
I don't want to look into the goggles again to see if they've met up, but cause then,
Did
I don't
they
know if
leave?
it's gonna-
Did we leave them with you?
I mean, they were
Mate-
his, so I think I would give them back.
Yeah, Mateo took him off to go get the bucket, and I grabbed. I guess he just tossed them back to me.
Yeah, but you still wouldn't know when you should look into them if you wanted to. But
That's why I'm debating. Like, do I want to see if they met up? But I don't know if still. I don't want to see that again.
It's not like you can communicate with us to anything anyway, whether you look or not.
alright. But so are you just watching? What do you do? Are you going to strategize?
If they were bowing down and distracted like they were before, then I would feel more comfortable about going. But if they're actively searching for something, I don't want to just go out there and risk being seen. But part of me looks up to see if I can find Varsim or the opening.
As you look up, you see this outcropping, and one of those Myrrh things swims up and disappears behind the outcropping in the ceiling.
Wonder where that one's going. I whisper to Verseshka, "Hey Verseshka, you're a shark. You might get by undetected more easier. Why don't you go follow that one and see where it goes?" And I point up at the ceiling.
I nod. Well, we're in a pond.
They might not know the difference.
Why is there a shark in the pond?
Well,
Like,
They might not be that intelligent. They might not even think twice about
I'm
it.
glad you brought that up because if none of you would, I wouldn't have said anything. But as you went into the thing, you noticed that it became more salinated as you went down.
what do you mean?
It's
Like it
salt
became
water.
more sea? Oh, okay.
We're in the ocean now.
So
Okay.
it is a freshwater source that
Well, we did not
connects-
know that
I know.
until I brought it up.
I know. You thinking about it allowed you to notice.
Okay.
See how I wait until you guys can get yourselves.
See, look, I'm learning. No one else is learning, but I am.
What the fuck do you
I'm just
you?
joking.
I'm about to say you.
So,
So,
do you think about it, or are you actually gonna go?
I noticed that it was salt water because I was going to explain that to Mistalia, even though I couldn't speak. I would have been frustrated in my shark form, being like, you know. And then, so I follow. Now I do.
All right, you follow, and as you follow, you see a hole that goes up into an air pocket, and the mermaid thing is swimming up to the air pocket.
Okay. Can I, like, point towards it to show everyone where it is?
is
Or
it
should
the
I, like,
air
go-
pocket with Varsim though? Do you see Varsim?
Well, I don't think I can. I don't
Doesn't
think
see
sharks can
Varsim
peek.
because the air pocket opens up and then goes around onto this solid piece. You can see that it curves into a little opening up inside of it, though, because it's a cave.
So the mer thing is leaving the water into the air?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. Where are you going?
The only way I can help is if I get put in that, like, bubble thing that, or make Mistalia makes a water bubble for me to swim in.
Well, you could always try to bite it before it gets there. But
Well,
as you are thinking, it is getting up into the air pocket, and then you see it reel back, and blood falls into the water from the mer creature.
What?
from the mer creature?
Yeah.
Oh.
It then jumps
I like-
right back into the air pocket, and then you see as it pulls into the water, Varsim.
Cool.
Oh
So he got an attack off on it.
He's like, get off me, ho.
no! He's like, get the fuck off
Oh
me!
yeah, I
That-
should probably change maps.
Oh, whoa. Hello.
Cool!
Can I see?
Hang on, screenshot.
Now, the artifact isn't on the map because I didn't really have anything to you know, make the artifact with.
Yeah.
So these things have like seal flippers, right?
No, they just look like mermaids, but like evil. And the reason she thought they looked like Selkies but evil was because of her bad nature check.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Continue.
So I'm gonna draw a little white thing right here. That is where the artifact is, and it reaches up 40 feet at its tallest point. So, looking at the area, you'd say that the what is the word I'm looking for right now? Jeez, I lost that hard. The size of this area varies in different places, but it goes up about 80 feet in at the tallest of the cave.
So it's like a hive dungeon.
And it's pretty good length around too. So boop. So it's about 130 feet long at its longest, and whatever that is. So yeah, you see that Varsim is being pulled down now.
Can I attack the mer thing's neck with my tiger sharky ways?
I will roll you an attack.
It's like your little lolly shark teeth just
Bite.
biting in the neck.
Mm-hmm.
That
Make a fatal blow, and then in my head I'll be like, "I got you, Varsim."
If you got a natural 20, that actually would have been cool if you just like literally bit her head off her neck.
well, it's still got its own life and stuff.
I know, but it still would have been cool.
But you do hit.
The neck?
No, you don't hit the neck, but you do 6 piercing damage from biting it. And I'm actually gonna move
you
these.
bite into her shoulder instead.
I'm gonna move these around because you got here after they were done bowing down to it.
Worshipping.
Okay.
And then
So where are we on the map?
You are over here.
I thought so.
Because that's where the cave opens up in.
So we're behind them.
But you do swim up and you get a chunk of their tail a little bit. But that does alert the others to you.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Mateo still has no idea what's happening.
Verseshka. I think she got their attention.
So yeah,
Do they notice the rest of us or just her?
hold on. I gotta put Verseshka on the map.
Earn the map. Oh, I guess we should put the rest of ourselves on the map, huh?
Yeah, you can. Just know that you're like in the cave still until you decide to leave it.
There we go. But at least we're there when we're ready.
And one more.
I ask Varsim how he is.
He connects his telepathy to you, and he's like, "Man, this sucks."
And I respond with, "I will try to help with my shark form."
And as you are having this little conversation, you notice that he's missing his rapier now.
Oh no! Where's his rapier gone?
Does the rest of the party notice? Or just me?
Well, at the moment, they still can't see you guys from behind the outcropping. So if you were to descend a little bit, you would be able to. They would be able to see you.
So I'm specifically conversing with him.
This is 3D space right here.
3D.
Yeah, you're on a 3D battlefield.
Alright. In the wilder.
In the wild.
But,
Since I notice his sword's gone, I'm like, "Yo, where did your sword go?"
I dropped it whenever they pulled me in. Yeah, he could reach
can
all
reach
of you
us.
with his telepathy now.
All right.
Oh wait,
Wait, so
he is a little high up. He's at the top
Oh,
of the
yeah.
80-foot thing, and you're at the bottom of the 80-foot thing. So
Darn
he
it.
can't.
All they gotta do is just dive down a little deeper.
But he does have something that he didn't have before.
Oh.
A single breath of air.
He does!
so we can do magic.
Yes, he can.
Good
And
thing he held his breath before he got pulled in.
yep, held his breath. So he is going to do what he can. Wait a second. Why does this say concentration? That makes no sense. Oh,
Wait a
okay.
second.
Well, you see from a hand on his from a mouth in the palm of his hand
Mm-hmm.
lets out this tongue.
Okay.
Looks more tentacle than tongue, and he lashes out at it with a vampiric touch. And that hits.
And what does this do? Does it drain their blood?
Does 8 necrotic damage, and he regains hit points equal to half the amount, which is
So
good.
he gains
for him.
4 hit points?
Yep.
Is he low on health?
It wasn't necessarily low, but he could use a top off.
Hmm.
And the Murthang screeches out, and Mystalia understands it. Because
Uh-oh.
she would recognize it as Aquan. The Murthang screams out, "I found him! He's here!"
Oh, crap. They found him. Above us.
Oh, what happened?
Kill this shark! It's helping him.
Ah. Oh, no. And they know that Verseshka's helping him.
And now I would say roll for initiative. Yeah, click your thing.
I forgot.
I'm gonna be behind in XP, and Lil's gonna be even more further behind.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
Don't
We'll
worry.
have we'll have the XP as like a physical item. Be like, here, we brought you some spare XP.
No, don't worry about it. Seriously, don't worry about it. You got your own things to
Don't
deal
worry.
with.
Oh, oh no. Our monster is going to kill them.
Initiative.
You'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Do, do,
Why do I get the feeling
do.
something
Where
bad will
is?
happen?
Where is it? There it is. Oh wait, you would be based on this initiative.
Wait. Are there spikes on 13's, like, on Bartholomew as his breathing man?
No. It looks like Bartholomew's teeth, though, which were really sharp whenever he smiled at you with a hee.
Oh. And it's like oozing out.
No, it's not oozing.
Never mind then.
Bap and bap. Going through the enemies whenever they're all the same thing is so much faster. All right. And now that the surprise round is done, Varsim is going to hit them with another vampiric touch because he can use it again while it is still active.
Alright.
Whose turn is it now?
It is Varsim's because he is the first in the turn order.
Hmm.
That 27 hits. Jeez, Varsim.
27 damage?
No,
Necrotic damage?
the attack roll. He does 13
Oh.
damage and regains 6 of it. So he just whips back and slaps with the tentacle coming out of his hand.
Does she say harder, daddy?
In Aquan, Mystalia just randomly hears harder, daddy,
Excuse me?
but nobody else understands it.
So they're sexual deviants as well as this is my meal.
And that will be his turn, actually.
Mhm.
And this one right here is, I'm going to say, about 30 feet down and away from you. So with its swim speed, it would be able to make it to you.
Me?
Yeah, going after the shark. Going after Sharky Poo.
Hmm. Oh, and I do not have a separate health bar either. This is my health bar.
Well, you do have a separate health bar, but any damage over the shark's health bar will go into your lolly health bar.
Okay. I see. Lolly Seshka does not appreciate.
I bet she doesn't.
She's like, ow, that hurt, bitch.
But it'll go for a stab with its harpoon.
Do I roll like a dexterity save or something?
You roll nothing. It's based on your armor class.
Oh. Okay.
Harpoon!
So it
Harpoon.
stabs with its harpoon, and that'll hit. And then rakes with its free hand, with its claws.
Does 2 attacks?
Yeah, it does 2 attacks. You've been fighting things that do 2 to 3 attacks, like, for a while now.
Yeah, we have.
I don't recall.
Hitting with the claws, too, and it does 23 damage altogether.
Oh, damn.
Your tiger shark only has 22 HP. So
So
you
I
take,
turn back into Lolly.
you turn back into Lolly, and you take a single point of damage
Oh, no.
No.
to
I guess
your
I
real
am-
form.
So I struggle now. I want to go back
No, you have a
to
full
that.
breath of air. So you have
Oh.
you have 1 minute before you are drowning. So in 10 rounds, you will be drowning.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's a little generous.
Well, the rules for drowning is you have 1 minute plus your Constitution modifier, and each round is only 6 seconds long. So in 10 rounds is 60 seconds,
Yeah,
therefore
okay.
1 minute. So you can hold your breath for 1 minute.
Is it my turn?
It is not your turn, actually.
Oh,
It is now this one's turn.
oh no. I'm gonna die.
Who is going to go up to Varsim, actually, because it's closer.
Oh.
Yeah, they usually attack the closest person. They know who they're going after.
They know their stuff.
And it's gonna throw a harpoon and a claw.
Harpoon.
The claws hit, but the harpoon does not, dealing 10 slashing damage. And
I say to Varsim in head language, this sucks, man.
And he has to make a Constitution save, which he passes, to keep his concentration on his vampiric touch.
Can't I summon, like, hordes of aminals?
You can, but you need breath to be able to cast it. And if you want to exhale the single breath you have to cast, I would say that you can. But it is now Mystalia's turn.
Alright. What aminals can I summon?
I will be looking at that while Mystalia is doing her thing.
Okay.
Okay,
Do you think, Mystalia?
Let me get out my ruler really quick.
Yeah,
So-
you need verbal stuff to do
I can
this.
swim out this far, but like, how deep am I compared to where they are?
You are at the bottom, and
Wait, one more question.
Oh god.
this
Can Mystalia give us, like, a breath of air?
yes, she can breathe in and then mouth to mouth you a breath of air.
Okay.
But to answer your question, they're about 60 feet up and 40 feet, or 50 feet away. But since
Somebody's
this
gotta
is
get up.
3D space, you can take your full 30 feet movement toward them, and you don't have to actually like go in single directions at a time.
Oh, thank God.
So they're
But,
taking
yes.
diagonals to swim towards you guys. You can take diagonals to swim towards them.
Okay, well, I will exit the cave, and I will swim diagonally towards them,
All right.
and
And on your next turn, you could
Huh?
either get close or you could shoot them from where you are with a spell.
Okay. So, am I able to reach them now?
Yeah, with a spell.
With the ranged?
Yeah, with ranged.
Alright then. So, then I'm gonna probably regret this, will cast Witch Bolt towards this one.
Okay, your magic word is fish.
Magic wand, grant my wish, cast Witch Bolt on that mean fish.
I like it. You would have failed, but the bonus that you get from it hits it.
Yay! Thank you, wand. And I rub it
You-
against my face like
you
Rick
love
does
it.
his staff. I love my wand so much.
All right, so roll damage. Do 7 lightning to this one, correct?
Yes.
Alrighty then. And now you can just zap it again on your next turn, or
concentrated, yeah.
to answer your question about summoning animals, you can actually summon 4 beasts of challenge rating 1/2 or lower, 8 beasts of challenge rating 1/4 or lower, or 2 beasts of challenge rating 1. So you could actually summon 4 of those tiger sharks if you wanted. But you would have to actually, like, you know, get up out of the water so you could breathe. Next is 13. And he's going to have to hold his turn to move at the same time as Mateo. Because
he's still kind of
Oh,
guiding me.
yeah, he's got to hold on to Mateo.
I mean,
Oh, God.
I don't know.
So actually, I'm going to do that. Just change the order with Mateo going
This is
after
going to be a fun
13
battle.
and Mateo going at the same time.
This is going to be so much fun.
And so it's actually this one's turn.
But at least Mateo's here.
And they are going
found a way.
to swim toward Verseshka because I'm going to have to start actually playing these creatures as smarter than I have been. I've been taking it easy on you guys, but the monsters know what they're doing, so I'm going to have to actually start knowing what they're doing instead of splitting the damage. So that harpoon will hit, and the claw will not, though. So Verseshka takes 9 piercing damage. Good thing you've got lots of health. Alright, now it is 13 and Mateo's turn. 13 will begin swimming out. 1,
And Mateo
2,
will follow.
3. But because they are at 1, 2, 3, because they don't have swim speeds, they're going to be going a lot slower.
He'll kind of lift out the bucket now just to see what's going on, keeping the air inside.
You lift up the
It's like
bucket.
you just dunk your head under for a bit.
You see Mystalia throwing a witch bolt of lightning, and
Like, whoa.
Varsim with a freaking tentacle coming out of his hand, and Lolly Seshka, not a shark no more.
I am Lolly.
She is Lolly just floating there.
Well, technically, she's like struggling and fighting too, but
I think I'll take the rope from 13.
the one that
And
he was
try to-
guiding you with,
Yes.
because he does
but
have a
use it
rope
to-
tied around him for the spear that he's using too.
Yeah, no, the one he was using to guide me, and I use it to loop through the tub handles and tie it to myself, trying to keep it floating above me, but so it doesn't go nowhere, and he doesn't have to worry about me.
All right. Your
And I can
turns
just
will
kinda pull
still
it down
be
and
like
breathe.
one right after the other, though, because of that.
Yeah.
But he is going to, as he made his way 15 feet up and over, he is close enough just to attempt to get some attention on himself. He is going to throw a firebolt.
All right.
So
Oh god! Thank God he did not get a natural one. and
yeah,
hit
this
me.
gleaming ball of crimson fire streaks through the air.
You mean the water?
Yeah, water. Streaks through the water and hits this thing for 3 damage. Everything has
There.
resistance underwater to fire damage, but that's the longest range spell he's got, and he's just trying to get some attention on him while he can't get close enough.
Right.
Alrighty.
So he does a 3 damage. And they know that he's there now. So anything that is close enough to him will will go after him, but everything is closer to everybody else. Mateo, since I was saying that you guys were doing your turns on the same thing, your turn was to just like tie the rope. All right, that's gonna be your action then.
Alrighty.
Next is this one. It's a little lower down, so it won't be able to reach all the way towards Verseshka and Varsim. So it's gonna go for the closest thing it can. Swims up underneath you. Miss Talia. Move that over there. It's in my way. And it reaches out with its harpoon. A 9 does not hit. I know that.
Yeah.
And then tries
missed,
to
bitch.
rake with its claws. A 10 also doesn't hit. You
Ha-ha!
dance around in the water, just like spinning around to dodge out of the way of this stuff. You are at home right now. Next is Verseshka's turn.
Verseshka.
You are.
What is my swimming speed?
Your swimming speed is half of your movement speed whenever you don't have a swim speed.
So what is my movement speed?
Your movement speed, because you are small, is 25.
25. So
you could make it 12
like 12 feet? Okay.
How long have they been underwater?
They have been underwater for not even a
6
full
seconds.
6 seconds yet, because a full round hasn't gone by.
No, I mean
So-
like, since everybody split the.
It was like
Oh,
over
they've been
30
underwater for
minutes or
30
so,
minutes.
right?
Okay.
If you wanted to, now would probably be a good time.
How far away is
Well,
that?
I'll check at the hour mark. I'm like,
How-
they've been under there for an hour. I'm gonna
How
risk it.
far away is that hole with the pocket of air?
It is 20 feet away from you going straight up.
Oh,
So
no.
you would be able to get there in 2 turns if nothing tries to drag you back down.
So I move 12 feet towards the hole pocket.
Alright, the 2 merfolk that are targeting you will get attacks of opportunity on you, though.
What if, as I'm doing it, I summon my... So how many aminals can I create?
Again, your
From
1
my-
minute of holding your breath would go to 0 if you decide to cast this.
You would have to suffer to try to get up to the hole.
Too bad the tan bag of holding doesn't have any water animals.
I mean, you could still, like, summon one as a freaking... Oh, wait, you can also dash, so you can have your full movement. But you would forego your action.
How close is Mustalia to it?
Miss Dahlia is farther than the hole.
Okay.
So she's about... she went 30 feet up and 30 feet to the side, so she needs to another turn to make it to you.
Okay.
I can give you breath, don't worry.
That way we can conjure more spells. Wait, can
My
my bucket? Well, you're
How
too
many
far
kisses
away.
do you intend for me to give you?
Well, you're gonna have to kiss Varsim too.
I guess I will.
Wait, how many? Which is it? Only his mouth on his face that he speaks out of normally?
Yeah.
Is that the only one that can intake air?
Well, he can intake air from the other mouths, but
Oh,
he
any
needs
mouth
to
he
get to
can-
the air.
Okay.
So he can
So he can,
breathe
like-
out of his arm mouths too, but he needs to stick his arm up into air so he can actually breathe it.
Okay. So Mustalia doesn't technically have to make out with a 14-year-old.
He's 16.
16-year-old.
He's too young for something like that.
You
Just
can
a
like,
kiss?
you can like smooch on his like arm. Give him a
That would just be too weird for Mystalia.
Gotta
She
be.
honestly don't know if she could do that.
Are there any spells I have many spells too that don't require my breath, correct?
I can check, but most spells require breath. Most spells have a verbal component to it.
I see.
Yeah, all of your spells have a verbal component to it.
Damn. That'd be cool if we could like Varsim and I could converse and through telepathic means say our spells. We don't have to say them.
It would be cool, but it doesn't work like that.
But that's not how we. I know.
So
I don't.
you want to make a
don't know
break
what
for
to do.
that air?
Yeah, let's get to the air.
All right, you will take the 2 opportunity attacks, but there's always a chance that they miss you.
Let's do it.
So
It's still risky.
they both stab at you with their harpoon, and both of them miss.
Cool.
Yeah, all right.
So you are able to make it up to the air pocket in your single turn.
Am I?
Yeah, since you're taking the dash action.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean, what else would you do to only go 12 feet and then
I'm still in the water.
yeah, but you can breach to get air by using the dash action.
Okay, so I'm like, I can conjure many spells within a few turns.
Yeah, you even have like the extra 5 feet to get on land if you inside the cave if you want.
You might be able to find his rapier.
I'll do that.
You won't be able to actually do anything on this turn, but you are on land and you can cast like since you were wanting to summon animals, you can like summon some sharks into the water that obey
You
your
could do that?
commands.
But next turn.
Next turn.
Do I see through all of their little eyes?
You do not see through their eyes, but they do.
That would be like a big headache.
Yeah, see
It's like a
through
hive mind.
four sharks at once.
Yeah.
Is it 4? I thought it was 6.
No, you could summon 4 of the sharks because they're 1/2. The challenge rating for those sharks are 1/2.
Okay.
But yeah, that is your turn. You get up, you breach into the air pocket, and this marrow right here. Oops, I accidentally said the name.
The what?
Nothing.
The marrow?
This mer thing that you don't know what it is. Dang, the freaking names are in my face and I want to say them so much. This marrow is it's out of the bag now, might as well.
You said it again.
Is going to attack Varsim with a claw and a harpoon just like the others. Which both hit, actually. Dealing
So that's what it is.
18 damage. Don't be looking stuff up.
I just looked up the picture.
And he has to make his constitution save for his... Okay, he keeps his concentration on his vampiric touch. Now it is this one's turn. Who has just enough movement to make it to Varsim. Boop. Looking at the pictures.
I was looking at pictures.
The problem with that picture is that they only show male versions. These are female.
Well, I was looking at Google images.
I know,
And they
Google
do show
Images
some.
only show male versions.
Yeah, mostly male.
So this one gonna harpoon and claw. Which, lucky for Varsim, misses, and then natural ones with the claws.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, the natural one with the claws reaches out a little too far as he dodges and hits his buddy right here for 8 slashing damage. And that ends its turn, giving Varsim his turn again. And he is going to, because it's a concentration spell and he still has it, use his vampiric touch one more time. Hitting for 12 necrotic damage, and he regains 6 of it. So he goes for this one. Oh no. He goes for this one right here that has been beaten up quite badly. Just slaps it with this siphoning tentacle. And it shrivels a bit as he sucks the life from it, and it begins to float up to the ceiling, which I'm just gonna put that over here so it's out of the way.
Yeah.
Just gonna put that over
Just
here.
gonna put that over there so it's out of the way.
Aw, thanks. I was thinking about giving Tanner an update.
And that is Varsim's turn, because he doesn't want to chance the opportunity attacks.
You only have 3 attacks. Wow.
Shut up.
I have all these spells on my list.
I can't use spells.
I know. It's sad.
Alright, next is this one that was attacking Verseshka, who is going to chase after her up into the air pocket.
And apparently they can jump out of the water.
They can breathe air. They are amphibious. And it is going to try to grapple with you, Verseshka, to pull you back into the water.
I assume this is a strength save?
It is acrobatics or athletics against each
Which
other.
Which one's higher for me?
For you, it's acrobatics because you have a 7 strength.
Mm.
Dang, you have less strength than I do.
I'm a small little girl. Of course I'm weaker than you physically.
But you did, for some reason, decide to become proficient in athletics. So you have a +1 to athletics, but your acrobatics is still +3. So which one you want to use?
I'd say the athletic.
The what?
The athletics.
All right. +1.
Yeah.
All right, it has got you.
Yeah.
If.
Can I at least inhale?
You can inhale as it drags you back into the water. You did save yourself a turn, though. And now your counter for running out of breath is
Restarted.
restarted. but that takes up its action. You guys are about 5 feet from the air pocket. And it is now the thing next to Varsim's turn once again. Varsim is getting beat up, man.
Oh
Yeah.
no. But he just killed one of them, so he's at least doing good.
Missing with the harpoon and hitting with the claws, dealing 9 slashing damage to Varsim. They are whittling him down, though. The only reason he's still up is because he has been gaining... Alright, his Constitution save works. And he still has concentration up. Next, it's Mystalia's turn.
Well, let me guess. Since it was that one that I was targeting, that one was the one that chased after Verseshka, didn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So it's out of my range for Witch Bolt, isn't it?
Was it 30 feet?
Hang on, let me double check that. Hit spells, Witch Bolt. Yeah,
What I
30
get?
feet.
Yeah, then yeah, it's out of your range now.
Oh, no concentration on that anymore, so now I can focus on this one in front of me, since it wants to dance. Alrighty then. I will... Well, all my spells are long range, so... It's either dagger or...
You could always
back
aim
up.
for something else, though.
That's true. How far is this one?
It is... It's 25 feet away from you vertically, or horizontally, and it's probably about 30 feet up, so you could reach it.
Then my Ray of Frost can reach it.
Yeah, your Ray of Frost can reach it. Don't forget to add your modifier to it from your shell jewelry.
That's right.
Damage roll. Not attack roll, damage roll.
I'll have to bring up that note for my jewelry here in a second. But, alright. Let me cast it. What's my word?
Your word? Your word is crossed. I think I said that already before, but... oh, well.
No, you actually have not.
Oh yeah, it was tossed, not crossed.
Yeah, you said tossed. A grand line these witches have crossed. I now cast Ray of Frost.
I like it. It'll get an extra plus 10 to movement reduction.
Cool.
Because Ray of Frost reduces movement by, I think, because of your... if you decide to use your curse, which, again, you forget about all the time, and it's like a free thing that you can do every action.
I keep forgetting it.
I think with your curse,
But it says...
it lessens it by 15 feet.
Let's see, with my curse, it says... Dang it.
But anyway, add 10 to it.
Yeah, 15 feet. Okay.
So you have
And
lessened
so it's
this
25.
thing's movement speed by 25 feet.
It
Dang.
says the wearer may add their casting modifier to the damage rolls of any spell they cast that deal cold damage. So, my spell modifier is what again?
I think it's plus 3, but it's
Plus
your
3.
spell casting ability is charisma.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. My charisma is 3. Yeah.
Also, your Ray of Frost should have gone up in damage.
Should it?
Yeah, whenever you level up,
Oh.
some cantrips go up in how much damage it does.
Oh, hang on. That's right.
Does it
goes
say that it does?
2d8.
2d8, so roll another 1d8 because that only rolled a 1d8.
Huh.
And you can change
It's
the 1 to a 2 in your... Alright, so you do 9 plus your charisma modifier.
3.
Okay, so you do 12 damage.
Cool.
So yeah, you can just change your little shortcut of Ray of Frost to a 2d8. It's really easy. And it has a minus 25 to its movement speed.
Cool.
And that it is its turn next, so it can only move 15 feet, and it's gonna move 15 feet up to get closer to Verseshka. However, it is unable to make it all the way because of how far it is.
You're welcome, Verseshka. I hope you can
Thanks,
deal with
babe.
just one in your next turn.
I can do that, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do so WheatTon can do it, because I have to go do something real quick.
All right.
Is that okay?
Tell me now, and I will keep it in mind for whenever your turn comes around.
Okay. So Verseshka, her little youngin form, swims to the hole again, crawls out.
You are still
Very
grappled,
quickly.
so you will have to break the grapple.
Oh, can't I, like... Okay. This
If you
complicates
succeed
certain
on
things.
that, then I will do what I
So-
can.
Yes, beyond this. And then go on the land. Summon my sharks, so into the water.
And command them to
Attack
get rid
the-
of the mare people.
Yes.
Okay. Can do.
The marrow.
Okay, I shall be back.
Alrighty.
Because, like, that's, like, the third reveal that he's accidentally slipped now.
Like Lael's name.
Including... No, Varsim's name.
Oh.
He did that with Leo too.
Oh,
But that was
He,
That was the first
he showed
Yeah,
the
it's
turn
true.
order for
yeah,
Lael.
I remember that too. Yeah, it was Lael's name.
Alright, it's 13's turn. And he can make it. Because you decided to switch your target to the one away from you,
To aid Verseshka.
13 is going to swim his 15 feet over here to aid you.
Well, thank you.
And he is going to stab twice, two-handed, with the spear that he is borrowing from Aladir.
Wow, look at that.
Both of them hit
Yeah.
for 17 damage.
It's like that one's for you, Aladir.
Alrighty. Next it's Mateo's turn.
He'll try to swim up there too,
Looking underneath your bucket
Your
every now
bucket.
and then.
holding on to my. But yeah, taking a little breath every now and then, and I will try to hit it. Oh god.
Oh.
Hold on. Alright, you miss, but that's about it. Since you fight unarmed, this would be a roll that would make you lose your weapon, but
Alright, well I try again.
alright, you hit.
Okay.
doing 9 damage.
Nice.
So they obviously are not extra weak to ice, fire, or lightning.
They
No.
have no weaknesses that you have found.
Not that we found.
You found
So
ways of slowing them down.
the obvious ones are out of the question.
Yep. What about
This
lightning?
isn't Pokemon.
Doesn't that do something?
It
I just
doesn't
said this
seem that
isn't
they're
Pokemon.
weak to lightning, no.
Oh, damn.
But now it is the one that you guys have been attacking, turn. And
Well,
it is going
it
to
can-
attempt to... It is going to use the disengage action.
Run away!
Oh no, you don't. You leave, you get an attack of opportunity.
Not if they use the disengage action.
What?
I've told you guys that rule. You have to use your action to disengage, and then you can move.
Why do I keep forgetting this?
I don't know.
What?
And it's going to back away from you guys.
You can't do this. No. You knew that we were gonna kill you.
Of course they know. Monsters know what they're doing. But
I speak in Aquan, coward.
it hisses at you through its needle-like piscine teeth. Think Melina, but with fish teeth instead of the like fangs that she has. Oh, you don't know Aquan. You know Primordial.
Well, you said I should know it, so I was gonna edit it.
Well, I was just wrong, is all there it was.
I mean, technically I should.
Hmm.
You never told me that Aquan was a language. Otherwise, I would have put that in the beginning.
I'm pretty sure I went through the list of languages whenever you were making your character.
I don't remember ever hearing Aquan.
It's too late.
Then again,
now.
it was one of the first ones.
Yeah, so you just forgot about it after I told you the others. That's all.
Basically.
Alright, it's Verseska's turn now. Time to see if Verseshka can do her plan. I'm going to use acrobatics, even though he wanted to use athletics, since he's got a +3 instead of the +1. So that last one that he failed was with athletics.
Mhm.
This is athletics. Ooh, broke out. She slips out, swims the 5 feet to the hole, and gets up in the hole.
Alright.
And she can actually do what she wanted to do. She uses her conjure animals. Never told me what level, so I'm just going to cast it at level 3. To summon, what was it? 2 beasts, 4 beasts of challenge rating 1/2. Okay, to summon 4 sharks.
What do you know? He got to go through with his plan.
Right down the hole. And now he will give she
Blech.
Verseshka will give the order, kill those mer things.
Kill those mer things.
Kill those mer things.
I like your impression of Verseshka.
And they all, from what it looks like here, they all share an initiative roll.
Should probably be a bit more descriptive. Because they may go after Nostalgia.
Ah, crap. I did what was asked.
Oh no!
Sure
What?
Hold on. Reef
All
sharks
you're gonna
are
do is just.
very bottom.
Personal.
Very bottom. And I accidentally skipped two of the Marrow's turns. So this one gets to attack Varsim again.
Alrighty.
Because they're gonna do their best to kill you guys. Claw, harpoon! Both attacking. Both hitting.
Oh no.
For 23 damage. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Varsim is alive.
Somebody should go and try to heal him.
I'm on it.
Varsim is alive with 1 HP.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh. If he tries to move, they're gonna attack him again. Wait, he can disengage though.
He'll have to.
Alright, and now it's actually Varsim's turn.
Oh god, Varsim.
Which I have to roll his constitution to see if he keeps his concentration. Yeah, he does. He's doing really good on these concentration rolls.
Thank you, thank you.
Because he still has his vampiric touch, and that's pretty much all he can use at the moment.
Just keep using it, just keep using it, just keep using it.
Alright, so he does 8 necrotic to that one right there. Or 6 necrotic. I don't know why I said 8.
I was about to say 8?
It's probably the +8 that's right next to vampiric touch. He does 6 damage to the marrow and regains 3.
So he's sitting at 4 HP here. Okay. Does he not have any healing potions?
He would have to
drink that in
use
it.
his action to use them, and he's like surrounded, so he wants to
Yeah.
attack right now.
Yeah.
Also, if he was to open that healing potion underwater, it would just like
Yeah.
seep out.
Yeah, I thought of that. Wait, never mind. You'd have to go work with Sheshka.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do all of the sharks' turns because they were the last one. So they rolled a 3, and they all get to go at the same time. So this one would actually be right here since the hole is right above Verseshka. And she just basically drops them down into the water.
Alrighty.
So they're gonna go ham.
Go ham on the ones around Varsim, please.
So this one just barely makes it with a bite for the one right next to... Wait. No, it doesn't. It misses. What am I doing? I was looking at that 18.
No!
Damn it, Rick.
Hey, wait, aren't they technically flanking though?
No, Verseshka is up in the hole. Which is...
I'm at the sharks.
Do what?
Aren't the sharks technically flanking?
Oh, I was doing it for this one.
Oh,
I was doing it for the one that's not flanking first.
I thought you were doing it for this one.
Nah. That one's a natural 20. That one hits because that one is for this one. Dealing 10 piercing damage. How do you like these nice sharks? Aren't they nice pictures?
Yeah, I know. They're just the most beautiful sharks I've ever seen. Do they also have white hair?
Jesus! No, they don't also have white hair. Another natural 20.
Wow.
Dealing 7 damage to the same one.
All right.
Freaking...
It's like munch, 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 munch.
Yeah, it's a frenzy. And advantage flanking with Varsim doesn't hit.
Ah,
That sucks.
that does suck. 2 misses and 2 bites. But both were natural 20s.
Yeah.
And now it is this Marrow who is going to struggle with the shark. Because of course it would, right? Miss, really?
Yay! Yay!
It attempts to stab with the harpoon and misses, and then goes for the claws and hits just shallow enough to where it doesn't actually do any damage. It just scrapes along. Next is this one that has been attacking Varsim this entire time. Noticing that Varsim is almost down, is going to try to finish him with a natural 1.
What? It ends up hitting its own tail.
I'm about to see.
Hit your own tail. Hit your own tail. Hit your own tail.
It doesn't hit its own tail. But it accidentally lets go of its harpoon and throws it into this one. Doing 10 piercing damage.
The other one's just like, what the fuck?
And then
What the hell?
And then it no longer has its harpoon, but it goes for a claw, doing a natural 20
Oh
toward
no.
Varsim,
Oh
which brings Varsim to 0.
no! He's unconscious! Oh my god!
And
He
his
gets worse.
vampiric touch disappears.
Oh crap! Oh no!
Some- Play.
We've hit code red. We've hit code red, everybody.
Red alert, red alert.
You're lucky he doesn't have to breathe, otherwise he would also be drowning.
Yeah.
Yeah! Thank God for that.
But now every turn of his, until he is up, he will be making death saves.
Oh
Yeah.
Miss Dahlia, it's your turn.
oh gosh. How far is Varsim from me?
He is sinking as well. He's not floating because he doesn't have a breath in him.
He is sinking, so could I possibly make it to him?
30 feet. Yeah. I would say that you could make it to him.
Okay, then I need to swim quickly towards him. And I need to, okay, I can't get him to choke down a fucking potion underwater here, so I have no choice.
Hey, your rhymes have been good so far.
Do it.
You've been doing pretty good, yeah.
Cast
Gonna
your
do it at
cure
level
wounds
3.
at level 3. All right, your cure wounds at level 3. Your word is tomb.
Tomb?
Yeah.
My friend is in trouble on his way to his doom. I use cure wounds to keep him from going to the tomb.
I like that one. So, what's the way that this works? You
not
you
sure.
roll a 1d8 per level. You can maximize the lowest roll.
I can?
That's what your special effect for the rhyme that I liked.
Oh.
You maximize the lowest roll that you got for healing.
So...
Would that 8 become a 16?
The 7 plus 8, looks like the lowest roll you got was a 3. So you can make that 3 into an 8, which will turn out to 16 plus 4. You healed 20 damage.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Well, that should stabilize him a little.
I liked that
Yeah,
rhyme.
but it needs air to use an empiric touch again.
He now has no breath with which to cast a spell, though.
I can give him some.
Give him the kiss of life.
It's a kiss of life.
That would have to be your next action.
Next turn. Yeah.
But that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Next is
Pretty good.
this marrow right here, which is, since Verseshka is actually, I'm gonna move her for a second, since she's actually like up higher, because it's gonna go after you, who just healed.
Bring it.
Varsim. Thrusting with its harpoon. Does a 13 hit,
Yeah.
dealing 15 piercing damage. And
15.
with the claws, it's a 12.
It matches.
Alright, so it doesn't hit.
So just 15.
And next it is 13's turn, who isn't going to be able to actually make it over to
Gosh.
anybody. So he is going to throw the spear.
My spear!
He could at least move a little closer.
When
If he moves
What if I tell
closer,
him-
he'll be...
try to gesture him to use me to jump off of.
Oh, you want to throw him?
Yeah. Try to
You
tap
got
him and like make a motion with my hands to like push him over there.
Alright. You can do that if you want.
I want.
Well, if he can control his bucket on his own, then he'll be okay.
Alright, give
Yeah,
me
it's
it.
tied to me. It's floating above me.
Give me an athletics for your throw, and I will do an acrobatics to see if he can keep his... Alright. You two are able to do that, and you are able to throw him... I'm going to say because of water resistance, you are able to throw him the 10 feet, and then he can make it the rest with his movement speed.
Alrighty.
Awesome!
And instead of throwing, which he, as I said, he has a rope tied to it, and he was just gonna like pull the thing toward him.
Oh.
But
they could have tugged it away.
he now
Well.
gets 2 attacks, which hit, dealing 20 damage
Sweet.
with his 2 hands, because he's 2-handing it.
Oh.
And this thing's like, ow!
Ouchies.
Sadly, I will say that takes up your action for your turn, though.
Wait, would it
That's
really go
fine.
ow? I thought it would go hit me more, Daddy. Hit me more.
That's
I don't
only
think
when
it's-
it's whipped.
Yeah, it's only whenever it's whipped with a tentacle.
Oh, okay. I see.
They're underwater things. They like their tentacle porn.
Ah, okay.
But is that all right with you though?
Sort of understand.
That counts as your
Yeah, that's fine.
your action. If you wanted, I will even be nice and say that you could count that as your movement action. So you can't move your turn, but you could still do something.
You could do something ranged. You got anything?
I'm not a ranged guy.
And remember, he said last time that he wasn't going to do that anymore.
Oh, yeah.
The only range that he's gonna keep with is his lightning breath.
Yep, and
Well, that's always been pretty good.
I don't know if it would reach right now. So I'll leave it be.
It's like in a 30-foot line. I think you could hit him, but
For 30 feet.
Could always say... Can't he use, like, the dash as like, a bonus action or something?
no. Aladir can use his dash as a bonus action.
Darn.
It's a thief feat.
Ew.
Alright, yeah, then I'll try to get this one over here with my lightning.
All right. It's a dexterity save, yeah?
Yeah.
Do these have good dexterity?
It misses.
It misses.
Or what?
If it takes.
Your lightning breath hits.
thing there.
It misses its dodge.
Oh,
Is what I was. Man, I'm just stumbling all over myself right now.
Purple lightning.
I'm
Cool.
usually not that
Purple
bad about stumbling
I
over
didn't
my
know
words.
Purple.
But yeah, so it takes the full brunt.
Awesome.
And you said this one, yeah?
Yes.
All right. Oh, you breathe this crackling lightning that just zaps right through the water and hits the marrow dead in its chest.
Sweet.
It is looking quite bloodied. It is looking quite rough. And it is now that one's turn.
Alrighty.
And now that it is no longer surrounded by 3 enemies, it knows that it's hurt. It's going to throw its spear at Mateo's bucket.
Not the
My
bucket.
bucket.
Not the bucket.
How dare it?
As I said, things are smart.
It's my bucket.
It's my bucket.
Okay, does a natural 20 hit your bucket?
Oh god damn it! No.
AC of my bucket.
The AC of your bucket? I think a natural 20 hits.
No.
You're the
no.
people in your
Bucket has
bucket.
the 21 AC.
Yeah. It's a very strong
It's
bucket.
still a natural
It's a-
20, even if it has a 21 AC. It's a
Darn
natural
it.
20.
Dang it. Alright.
So it does 11 piercing to your bucket.
Well, then you see me mouth the words, my bucket.
My bucket. My bucket.
Mr. Bucket.
You're those people in your bucket.
It's
Well, I
like,
told him I might bring
don't
it
you
back.
have mending? Can't you mend it? Like, just mend the little hole that it
Unless
forms.
I think Verseshka has it. Oh,
Yeah,
Shit.
but right now you're losing air. Because of
That's
the
alright.
hole in it.
Shit.
I'll
Shit.
start making my way up to the.
Use something in your
Little
inventory to
circle
clog it, Mateo. Clog the hole.
I got rags. I put a rag in it.
And next is Verseshka. I don't know what Hertek's turn is going to be, but I'm gonna look at her stuff.
Yeah.
Because, like, what can she do from up there?
She can find Varsim's rapier.
Yeah, she could. But is that really something that she would do?
Is it? No, it probably is not. She might notice it out of the corner of her eye and think, I will take that to Varsim, but I won't use it.
She is actually going to use her infestation cantrip.
What?
Haven't used it in so long.
That'll work in water?
Water fleas?
Water fleas.
Water fleas. I don't know, I think it works.
Whatever.
So.
Okay, that'll hit.
Alrighty.
She'll just target the closest thing to her, that she can see, and do. Wait, it's a save DC. This thing is weird. Target must pass the Constitution save or take 1d6 poison. Oh, so it's not even a freaking attack roll. I don't know why it says it's an attack roll. They will do a Constitution save. Funny enough, they fail, taking 3 poison damage. And they move in a random direction 5 feet.
You lost Nostalgia.
Oh yeah, we did.
Alright, I need to read that again. I'm not used to... and move 5 feet in a random direction. Slash roll 1d4. 4. So it goes south.
Alrighty.
So it randomly backs away. And Miss Dahlia may make an attack of opportunity should she wish.
Well, she's not here at the moment. And
Yeah, for some reason she's not in the chat.
Okay, she foregoes her attack of opportunity.
Wait, hold on, here she is. She's back on the game, so give her a second.
Where did she go? I will give her a second.
second.
It's over now.
Oh no.
Alright, fine. I'm so nice. Texting her. So you guys could go take a bathroom break if you want.
No. I don't need to go. I shouldn't leave my room right now. My niece is out there.
I'm hiding from her.
Well, she'll fight tooth and nail to get in here. She sees me go out.
Oh, you baby one.
Yeah.
Sucks to be loved, doesn't it?
It's a burden.
Her Discord closed for some reason. It won't reopen on her computer.
I have to restart her computer.
What a weirdo.
She said hang on.
myself a new computer pretty soon.
Again?
A gaming computer. Guess I got this crappy one because I needed a replacement. I want to actually have a computer that I wanted and not one I had to get.
Oh. Pretty fancy schmancy.
So did you ever figure out if you wanted to get Remnant on PS4?
I'm thinking, I thought I'd probably end up getting it on PC once I get that new computer.
Oh yeah. You could play my
Oh.
drinking game with me.
All we got around here is wine coolers.
Ah, that's good enough. Wine coolers.
Wine coolers.
It would just take you longer to get drunk. Intolerance.
Who?
Yeah, oh, what?
Alright, Miss Dahlia, you are back. Do you want to take an attack of opportunity on this thing that backed away from you due to the infestation spell?
I do.
Alright. Roll me up
Sorry about that.
an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Attack.
So, which is that again?
It's whatever you want to use.
So, oh, I can make it whatever attack I want, huh?
Yeah, so you could use a dagger, you could use a... Well, you can't use a spell unless you have the Warcaster
Flap it.
feat.
Well, I doubt my whip will be very effective in water, so I guess dagger it is.
The 11 does not hit, sadly.
Ooh.
Ah, it's all good. Oh, and don't forget if you get like low on health, you can like turn to water for a second and like reduce it and blah blah.
Water.
Cause you got that watery defense. I don't know if you ever actually added it to your thing though.
I forgot to add ice clone to my my stuff too.
I think you have that in your spells, don't you?
What?
Didn't you have that in your spells?
No, I do not. I have ice storm and ice knife, but I don't have my ice clone added.
Ah well. It is
I'll have to.
this Marrow's turn that's right next to Varsim. Surrounded by sharks
Yep.
with a harpoon in it. And it's
Poor thing, it's being attacked by sharks and one of its own threw a harpoon in it.
and it's gonna go for Varsim because it was already taken down. He was already taken down once, thinking maybe he'd do it again. Okay. 20 on the harpoon and a natural 1 on the claws. Doing 12 piercing damage to Varsim with the harpoon.
No! Not the energy I just gave him back!
But the claws...
This sucks.
Ew, that one's... because the harpoon's sticking out of its shoulder, it swipes its claws and loses its balance while it tries to swim and slashes with its claws the guy who hit it with a harpoon.
So this one?
Yup.
Like, whoops! Revenge!
Now it's the reef shark's turn, or the tiger sharks. As I said, they have the exact same stats to make it easier on me. Starting with left and going in a counterclockwise circle again. Miss. Hit. And because of advantage, natural 20 again. Doing what? A plus 5 is 13. And killing, ripping to shreds.
Yeah! Take that!
This guy, and I'm gonna move him over here again, or her.
So.
I was about to say, I think her.
So what happened?
Your sharks
go.
are swarming. That's what's
So
happening.
I did a good.
You did a good.
You did do a good.
Hold on.
Really? Again, another
Varsom's
natural
almost
20?
dead, though.
The same two sharks have gotten a natural 20.
Dang!
Oh, cool. Am I the MVP?
I think your sharks
Hey.
are the MVP.
Well, I command the
Really?
sharks.
Wow,
Another
3
one.
natural 20s in a row!
All because they have freaking advantage, though. The friggin' 8. Okay. 8 damage. Shut up. Shut up. You don't need to be doing that. Alright. It is now back to Varsim's turn.
So I was able to escape the hold of the mer person.
You were. And then you
Apparently-
dropped some sharks down on them.
She's like, oh fuck sharks.
Once the sharks got one taste of blood, they just all went to a frenzy, like, natural 20, natural 20, natural 20, yes, yes!
Just too good.
Well,
They
yeah.
also have pack tactics, so anything that is within any ally of theirs that is within 5 feet of them also has advantage on attacks.
Ah, cool.
But Varsim doesn't really have anything he can do without a breath.
He's like, oh good,
I
shark.
have no potions he can drink?
I've already said that
Y'all are underwater.
underwater, opening a potion would just let it out into the water.
Excuse me.
Not if you're really
Thank you.
quick, or if you, like, open it with your teeth.
I think you're giving yourself a little bit too much credit.
I'm trying, okay?
I want you to try to drink something underwater. Corked
Yes.
vial, open it up underwater and try to drink it.
Yes,
Tell me how
can be
how
done.
well you're able to do it.
Yeah.
It can be done.
So pretty much the only thing that he can do is attempt to get out of the water.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
I
the
command
sharks
this?
should be distracting that one.
Still,
So he should be able to
leaving-
disengage.
yeah, he's going to use the disengage, but he won't be able to make it all the way. Because he's only got a 15 feet movement speed underwater.
He can use Mystalia to kick off if he needs to get an extra boost.
I will allow you to do that, but it'll be your athletics. And it'll take up your movement action for your next turn.
Well, I wasn't planning on moving anywhere anyway. So athletics, oh god. Alright, here we go. I used... Nah!
Oh,
Alright, you wasted your movement action and moved him 1 foot. So little that he doesn't even need to roll acrobatics to see if he can, like, keep his balance.
You had to make it athletics I use.
It was athletics for Mateo, therefore it is athletics for you.
You suck.
yeah.
I had to be weakling.
Yeah,
I'm weak.
7 in athletics.
So he is about 5 feet from the hole. On his next turn, he will be able to get out.
5 feet! Ah!
And claw attack of opportunity misses.
Wasted my movement speed for that. You're welcome.
Now it is this marrow right here. And it's gonna attack the shark right here. Harpoon, claw.
Could someone stop nasally breathing into the mic?
Alright, neither of his attacks are able to phase this shark.
Her
Her
attacks,
attacks, yeah.
you mean? God, why are you so sexist right now?
I thought I said its, but maybe I said his. I don't know. And now it is this one's turn. And yes, because it is distracted by the sharks, it is going to claw and bite at the sharks. With its claws, it does 8 slashing, and with a natural 20, it bites and pierces the hide for 16 piercing damage.
Well.
Next, it is now Mystalia's turn again.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
Let's see here. How close am I to this one?
You're right next to it.
Okay. And then I guess I'ma just, since I can't move anywhere, I'm too close for a spell, I'm just gonna use my dagger, which I miss.
Actually, because of the shark's pack tactics, you gain advantage.
Oh!
Well.
So then I do not miss.
Dealing 5 damage.
5 magical piercing damage.
Why are you snarfling?
Ooh.
The
Snarfling.
the Caleb.
Oh.
And next turn,
No.
He's like hacking up a loogie.
it is the Marrow's turn. This one right here, which was pushed away by Verseshka's water flea infestation. Which
Water
you weren't
flea.
here, so I just did
Can you explain?
You used
Water
your
fleas.
infestation cantrip to summon water fleas to just...
Is that allowed?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
magic.
Oh, because it's just infestation of any kind.
Yeah, it's just called infestation.
Can they be water blees? They're
Water
like
bees.
If
they're
water
like
bees are
bee
a thing,
flea
I will
hybrids.
say that yes, they can be water bees.
Water
How about-
bees.
But
Let's
I know
check
that
it,
water
water
fleas
bee.
are an actual thing.
Water bees.
Or if they're not an actual thing and it's a myth, then I didn't know.
The water bee is a bee found naturally in water hives.
Alright, and this thing is
That's
gonna
something you just made up.
harpoon and claw.
No. No, like I'm serious.
Okay, Mystalia, 10 and a 23.
What?
10
Hectic.
and a 23.
The generale
No,
chat.
23, yeah.
Alright, the claws hit you for 11 slashing damage.
Oof.
Now it is 13's turn, who will do his thing. Two-handing that spear. He's gonna stab into that marrow for a natural 20.
Oh, a natural 20.
Dealing
Well.
11 damage. And 25, dealing 10. So he runs through the marrow closest to him.
Wow.
And rips it out.
And he
And
just,
since
like,
this is a fishing
backs it
spear, it's got that hook on the other side.
Ooh.
It's basically a harpoon.
Yeah.
Like Ahab.
When do you have work, Whitney?
So we have about an hour left. We're good.
Cool.
Alright.
And that will be his turn. Mateo, it is now your turn. You are losing air in your bucket.
Well, Mateo will swim up to this one, flipping at the bird for poking his bucket. So, and he punches it.
Alright.
He does nothing with that punch.
Again.
He punches again.
There's not really anything that I can do for that natural one since you're just...
Yeah, it's just
Oh.
mean.
I just thought of something.
Well, bucket's already hurt.
Not the bucket, not the bucket, not the bucket.
Oh, well, guess what? It does. Nothing happens to your bucket.
Okay, what happens to me then?
You got terrible on this severity roll. So as you are
Did I?
punching with your, you go right, left.
Right, left, yep.
All right, your right glove gets scratched by the Marrow's claw.
My
And-
glove.
And I had it wrong about the about magical items. They can break, they're just harder to break. It's artifacts that are unbreakable.
Oh.
But yeah, so only your left punches will do lightning damage now.
Okay.
Wait, aren't the gloves like artifacts?
No, they're just magic items.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're not artifacts. Artifacts are ancient magic items that have withstood the test of time and have had wars caused over them.
Ah,
Alright, what about my second attack?
Your second attack is evaded.
Okay. I am still flipping it off, though.
Okay. Now doubly so because it ruined
Just
one of your
double
gloves.
song.
Like, oh.
Alright. That is your turn then.
That is my turn.
And now it's that one's turn.
Yeah,
You just attacked.
I know.
So it's gonna claw at you and then bite. 11s
Alrighty.
do not hit. They were both 11.
Nope.
Now, Vaseshka, you are in the air bubble cave, and it is your turn.
The air buble. What if I just like dip and like explore the cavern?
Ah,
You,
I'll go.
Really?
I'll go on ahead.
you could do that if you want.
I can do whatever I like.
Yeah, you do whatever you
whatever
like.
you like.
But it'll be based on your turn. So you'd still have your movement speed and everything.
Wait, so at level 8 we gain a swimming speed?
No. You do... No, you gain a flying speed. So you can turn into things whenever that have flying. The ability to fly. The only reason that you superseded that is because you chose the the bee as a spirit animal.
Can I turn into a giant moth?
Yeah, you can turn into a giant moth.
Who are you people? Why do they have such long
But what do you want to do? That's for level
It's-
8. What do you want to do now?
I was curious. Let's...
Wood elf.
I put
They are wood elf.
I put spike growth down the cave, like the cave, so nothing can like sneak up behind me.
Okay, so the hole to get into the water is still there, or
Yeah, it's still there.
okay, so
I'm checking for if things come out there to escape.
They
alrighty.
are wood elf.
The spike growth is now there, stopping anything from going in further. And that is your last level 2 spell slot.
Okay. And now I just I'm chilling on the wall next to the hole of water
Okay.
with my sharks attacking everyone.
Chilling, sharks attacking everyone. Gotcha.
And spike growth
That thing.
thing protecting me.
That one's dead, so now it's the shark's turn again. Starting with this one. It's gonna fly over here.
And each individual shark has a little braid with white hair.
I kind of already said that they didn't whenever it was already asked.
Well then, never mind, they don't.
This one is gonna go over here, and those are gonna
They
stay.
just regular sharks.
Yeah, you're the only one with the braid. You're special.
I'm a special grill.
Once again, this one cannot hit nothing.
Ugh. The weak one went to
Oh,
help me.
wait! Shark has advantage on attack roll against a creature if it is at least one of Shark's allies within 5 feet of the creature, and it's flanking.
Alrighty. Never mind.
Doing 3 piercing damage is still lame.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Still didn't do much.
Still the weakest of the bunch.
Next is right there. That one hits. 5 piercing to this one below Mystalia. Just biting into it. Next is hits for 5 piercing. And advantage for flanking. Oh wait, he's not flanking with Varsim anymore, but he still gets advantage because of the being right next to one of its allies. Hits for 9. All right, 2 of them look bloodied, and you know, on death's door basically, and one of them looks pretty okay, a bit scratched up, but okay. And as Varsim takes his turn, he finishes getting up into the air cave and takes a breath, gets on the thing. With you, Verseshka.
Avoiding the spike trap, I hope.
I say, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? You see my rapier?
No?
Oh, there it is. It's over in the spikes.
Can't you how many feet is it into the spike?
No, I'm just kidding. He can reach it without touching the spikes. So he reaches it and puts it in its sheath. Ugh. I don't like it down there. And he's going to, well, picking up his weapon is an action. Since I already said that he did it, I can't tell him that he drank those potions instead.
They are wood elf because his mom is councilwoman.
What?
Sorry.
What are you talking about? All I hear is you say wood elf every now and then.
And then he started cackling.
Caleb
Like a weirdo.
She's making fun of the way I'm typing.
Yes, because he he's typing in mixed text like they are wood elf. His
Oh
mom
my
is councilwoman.
Shut up.
And it's making me laugh.
All right, sadly,
I'm sorry.
that one's alive.
I'm
alive.
actually crying. It's so funny.
Varsim has used his turn to pick up his weapon instead of drinking healing potions because I wasn't thinking about it. Now this one is going to... It's surrounded by sharks. It's not going to get out of there without dying.
Yeah.
So it's going to attempt to claw and bite the sharks. Hitting
No, you
both
don't.
times. One of your sharks is dead.
You don't hate
Our
me.
shark is dead.
And that one does 12. So this one has 10 HP left.
Alrighty.
And Miss Dahlia, it is now your turn.
Oh shit. Yeah. So okay. I'm gonna, I guess, try once more to stab this one with the dagger. Oh shit.
Oh.
Hey wait, I'm in the presence of an ally!
Yeah.
Did say the sharks are there.
Shark is
Yes.
okay. You get the advantage.
About to say, no! Don't do it!
All right. You stab at thee.
Stab at thee!
And is that your turn?
Yes.
Yes, that is.
All right. Next is the one that is actually like that you just stabbed. So it's gonna stab at you with its harpoon and try to claw you. 16 and a 24.
Yeah.
You take 14 piercing damage from the harpoon and 10 slashing damage from the claws.
I'm down to 6 HP. Ow!
Let her suffer.
But now
Shut
it
up, you.
is 13's turn.
Voice on the wind. On the water, I guess.
Yeah. On the water.
13, two-handing that spear. He's gonna
Alrighty.
stab into him
Another natural 20.
for 8 and 15. Well, I don't need to do the math to know that that's higher than 20. He does the same thing he did with the last one, which is stab through it and then rip out with the barbed end.
Cool.
And move this guy over here so it's out of the way. Next is Mateo's turn.
Gonna punch again.
I'm gonna say that on this is your last turn to have any air
To have any air?
in your bucket.
Oh, in my bucket. Well, I'll make sure to take one last breath.
That unarmed
So I can
attack
hold
hits
it.
though.
Okay. And
Was that the right and then the left?
right and left is what it goes,
Okay,
so
the
other one doesn't
right
have that too
doesn't do
there.
the lightning damage, but with that one punch, you hit it, and you see its head go to the side, and you hear under the water this sickening crack as you break its neck as you punch it in the face.
Dang,
That's for my
Mateo.
bucket.
So,
That's for my bucket.
so you didn't even need
The
that
bucket
left.
must be avenged!
Yep, I did not. Can I still move?
Yeah, you still have your 15 feet
Oh, I'll
of
just-
swimming movement.
Swim,
Get
Mateo.
over here to get closer to the hole.
All right, getting closer to the hole.
To the hole.
Let's move that
Alright.
guy down here with its dead friends. Next is the thing that you just killed, so get rid of that. Verseshka, it is now your turn. Still chilling?
Is Varsim next to me?
Varsim is next to you.
I ask him, Varsim, what's up?
What's up?
Oh, you know, just dying.
You wanna be healed?
I wouldn't mind it.
Alright, I heal Varsim, cause
It
he's a
sounds
good
like
boy.
such a taunting question. You want to be healed?
Alright, how do you heal him? With your, cure wounds or with your healing touch?
Healing touch, since I can touch him.
Alright. Your healing touch. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I need to read your healing touch so that I can actually... You heal him for 1!
One HP.
Yeah.
Did I get like a natural 1 or something?
Yeah, you rolled the 1 on how much you heal him. But he looks at you all happy and all smiles and says, "Thanks."
No problem. Thanks.
Just one whole HP.
But he is super appreciative for it. And that is your turn, and now it's your sharks' turns. Your sharks are gonna swarm on this thing.
All around one.
Last one.
And since Varsim is no longer there, this one can make it here. One, two,
get friendly.
3. All
It's like
right,
a slaughter now.
all of them hit.
I guess I'm just too good for my own good.
So, 3 of them. This thing only had a single HP, so this is like crazy overkill. Miss Dahlia could have killed it like her last turn with minimum damage.
Yo,
Just touch it and it would have died.
touch it and it would have died.
So these sharks surround this bloodied marrow and just rip it to pieces.
Free dinner.
See, we're all good.
Alrighty.
And now Mateo needs to get to the air pocket.
Yes.
We no longer need turn order. Hooray!
Yeah, you no longer need turn order.
Hooray! We did it.
Hurry up there with my bucket.
But however, move you.
However,
However,
I'm moving this guy real quick. However, in your heads, everyone that is here, except the sharks, because who cares if they hear it, you hear.
It seems that some young monkeys have made their way into my home. With infinitesimal intelligence, you come straight to me. How easily fools fall. A dancer, a soldier, a dragonborn, and a mystery.
A mystery.
a
Even
mystery.
to herself. Tell me, Ganassi. We're of the same element. Although you cannot hope to reach my heights, why not work for me?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Natural 20. You see, skirting the edge of the room where the blue light cannot reach, the tail and some tentacles of a vague shape swimming around you guys. And it disappears into the darkness. You look to the complete opposite side of the room, and you see the same thing.
We're surrounded.
So, it asked you if you wanted to work for it.
Just say for hypothetical sake I were to accept. What do you offer me?
You can see your mother and father again. I can make it so that the fire never happened. And how about you, Druid? You wish to know yourself? I can tell you if you like.
You sound kinda sinister.
I like it.
I don't know if I trust you.
Who needs trust? I only need your obedience.
I think all of us want trust.
I can already tell that the soldier won't be persuaded. He fights a one-man war with no hopes of success. Idiots like him are useful, but only if they're controlled. I'm sure your father thinks the same, Azrael.
And to that, you hear 13 say, "Don't call me that!"
And the Dragonborn, what about you? You wish to find your sisters, yes? I know where they are. Your father's mask, too. All you have to do is become my servants. Do the smartest thing you've ever done and give yourselves to me.
I give a finger to the darkness.
It will be better than what's to come if you don't. I'll tell you what. Kill the soldier and the son of madness, and I'll give you all of the answers and more.
What?
Yeah.
Have you
I
not
swim
been
back up to
listening?
the surface.
No, he like cut out. I'm like,
Get
what?
my air.
You continue your way up to the surface to get your air.
Yes.
Alright, you get your air.
Put my bucket up there.
But does anybody say anything?
I still say, no, I think my flipping it off said what I wanted to say.
Alright. It laughed at you.
It sure did.
But how about
What are
anybody
you?
else? Anybody else interested? Kill the soldier and the son of madness.
And I ask it, what are you?
Who's the son of madness?
Varsim?
That's Varsim. Yeah.
You ask, what are you?
Yes.
We have been here since antiquity, born first, with 450 million years of memory. You lower beings walk the surface like you have any claim to the world. It is ours.
Then why are you in a hole?
Are you an aboleth?
Ooh, how do you know what an aboleth is?
I know this. It's an aboleth. You can thank Puffin Forrest for this bit of knowledge. He actually does teach me a few things about D&D.
Ooh. And he says,
Aboleth, yes.
So you
This
have very
creature's-
many memories.
This creature's a he.
It could be either or. It's mostly genderless, though.
I like this voice better than.
Well, that's if we met its nice personality, though.
Do you say anything? Because right now, time has paused while he is just talking to you guys, and you guys are just ignoring him.
I'm not ignoring. I'm just kind of in a state of shock here. Like, wow, this thing is pretty cool. But I will have to say, since I know what you are, I'm going to have to refuse and say no.
You can't say no after a while.
I won't fall for your tricks.
I need no tricks. You won't be able to leave.
We'll see about that.
What does it mean by that?
And from the darkness, you guys see. I'm actually gonna share it in Discord, the picture for those of you who haven't seen it, and pop it up on screen in the video.
I don't know if you remember that.
This swimming
God.
towards you.
Ah!
Ew.
It's just like in the books. Says Mystalia.
Yeah, it's charging at you from the darkness though.
Oh god!
So Varsim and I are just like, hey, what's going on? And then they're like, there's like a monster coming after them.
It's like there's a monster charging directly at us.
It swims through the artifact, and it is coming at you guys.
There's no way we can outswim it.
Another fight?
Oh no.
More like a massacre.
I asked Roseska to put mending on my bucket.
How's this achievable?
You just use your cantrip mending to fix the hole
No, but-
in Mateo's bucket.
He swam
No,
out
but
to get air.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I went up there to get air.
Oh, sure. So I used the cantrip mending.
Alrighty.
Alright, your bucket is fixed.
Yeah, with my bucket, I jump back in.
Alright, and you jump in just in time to see this swimming towards you guys. Just like all squiggly and just going through.
Oh
And,
god.
This is where we bring this back up,
Oh no.
get rid of the marrows in it,
And roll it.
and roll its initiative.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good lord.
I'm sorry that
You
you
know-
don't get to play that much.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity to come with us.
Yeah, you
Could've
could have been
found your
mouth to
bucket.
mouth and the shark or Miss Dahlia the entire time. Or got another bucket like Mateo.
Ugh.
Or you could have found a magical plant that made you able to breathe underwater like in Harry Potter.
That would take longer.
Why not? You could have found something like that. They live near a water place.
Don't worry about this because next session they're gonna still be here and stuff is gonna be happening outside.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Get ready.
I
It's
told
just
you not to
the three of them out
worry
there.
about being behind in levels.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Varsim jumps. Well, he doesn't actually because he's gonna heal himself with a level 3 cure wounds. Uh, 8 and 6. All right, now he's at 23. And that's gonna be his turn for now. Now the Aboleth continues swimming towards you guys. But as it comes to face you guys, turns out it was behind you the entire time, and that was an illusion.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And now that you guys are Mateo and 13 are right next to it, there is this mucus cloud that is surrounding him.
Oh.
And so you are like really close to that mucus cloud. And it is going
Okay.
to whip 3 times with tentacles. So he's going for 1 for Mateo, 1 for 13, and natural 1 so it doesn't hit either of you.
Okay.
So he misses with his second one for 13 and goes for another one with. So 19 matches, right?
Yes.
So you are able to you're able to dodge that one.
Alrighty.
He only misses with the natural 1 and then hits 13 for 15 bludgeoning. And I need to make a Constitution saving throw for 13.
Hit.
14. All right. He saved. And actually, I just realized that you can see the Aboleth's rolls. I want things to be secret.
Well, we can see it.
Why is that a
That tentacle.
thing?
Can read about it and everything.
Why?
We kind of have been seeing a few of these.
You saw the sharks, I know, but
Sharks, yeah.
they're on your team, so of course you see their stuff.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you have it as the Ebolith on our team?
I switched it. I don't. Well, you know what that does now.
Well, I get a good look at what it does then.
Characters don't though.
You
Shut
need
up,
14
Miss Dahlia. It's
Constitution.
your turn.
Man, it's the Z's. Or...
Well then. Let's see. We're going to, I guess. I actually want to use a sorcery point to be able to use a level 4 spell.
All right. Have you used your level 4 spell already?
I believe I did on the bridge, and I don't remember getting a long rest between now and then.
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, we did not.
Yeah.
I did.
I forgot to take it off. I've been actually bad at taking off a lot of my spell slots. Let's see. I used 2, and I used. No, wait.
You
I
used a
used
Witch
level
Bolt
3
and a
for that.
Cure Wounds. And
Yeah, I used level
the
3
Ice
for the
Storm.
Witch Bolt, so.
You also did a Tidal Wave on the columns.
Yep, so that was 2. And yeah. And this is 0. So there we go. Whoops. But yeah, that should be correct.
But yeah, you can use your sorcery points to regain a level 4 slot
Then I
as a
will
bonus
use
action.
1 sorcery point and regain my spell slot for level 4.
How many sorcery
And-
points do you use?
I believe, isn't it like 4 for the level that I need?
I don't know.
Or is it 1 just per spell I want to use?
You
I
use
forget
it
how it
costs 6 to get a 4th level back.
6?
Yeah, it says
Wow.
it says underneath your sorcery points in flexible casting how many it costs.
Well, I got 7, so I guess I'll use 6. Which brings me down to 1.
I know you don't technically have a 5th level spell slot yet from levels, but because you can make one with 7, I would say that you could.
I could make a level 5 spell slot,
I would say that you could.
but I don't have a level 5 spell.
Yeah, but you can always level something up.
I could.
I'm just giving you an option.
I'll just go with the level 4. It'll be fine.
Alrighty.
But yeah, so I guess let's see, how much of a range does this thing have? 300-foot range, 20-foot radius, 40-foot high. So yeah, it would be about perfect for this thing because it's about 20 feet.
Alrighty.
So, alright. That's level 4. I cast Ice Storm.
Nice storm, dexterity save for Aboleth. It fails.
It
Alright.
fails its dexterity save.
Yep.
Yay!
Taking 10 bludgeoning damage. Does that have any more damage to it? I don't remember.
Doesn't appear so. Wait. I was trying to add more damage than that, but maybe not. Well, it's 2d6 bludgeoning, so.
You hear it laugh at you.
You could have done better with that.
Alright, is that it?
That is it.
Alright,
For-
it is
for
now
that.
13's turn. And he will stab at thee with the spear, holding it with both hands still. Dude, you are rolling so high.
And he's making up for the beginning of the game.
Yeah, he's been getting really good.
And he is going to
Yeah.
add 2 superiority dice.
Remember when he kept missing with his firebolt?
He's going to add 2 superiority dice since he is fighting an aberration. Because of his Monster Hunter subclass, he expends both of those dice, and the damage is maxed for both of those. So he does an extra 16 damage on one of the hits. 11, 9, 20. So he does 36 damage.
Jeez.
And technically I could do it again.
You can do it again. Yeah. Oh, what's this? The fuck?
Alright. Next turn is Mateo. Oh, wait. I just...
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I tried to punch.
Tried to punch. But I forgot to do something. Constitution for 13. Okay, he fails.
Oh.
As he hits the aboleth, he reels back as the mucus cloud around him washes over him, and he begins to clutch at his face.
Huh?
13 is clutching at his face, and then Bartholomew releases and goes back into his body. Not as a mask anymore. And then you see 13 go in the water.
Huh? Are you breathing?
No, he doesn't have He doesn't have
I was about to say, is he like
can't even
suddenly
say his
breathing
name.
underwater?
He couldn't breathe with Bartholomew on, but then you see him take in a big breath of water.
So he can't breathe. He's drowning right now.
No, he looks fine.
Did you not just hear him? He's just said he just took a big deep breath of water.
Why?
Yeah, he seems to be breathing just like Mystalia. And the 19 for your right hook hits, but the
Alrighty.
10 does not.
Okay.
Doing only 5 bludgeoning damage.
Only 5.
And you make yourself a Constitution save.
Oh, this is never good for me.
Okay, you fail. And
I sure do.
you attempt to breathe the air in the bucket, and you begin to choke.
Just what?
You're breathing the air in your bucket, and you are unable to breathe.
I pull out of the bucket and I try to breathe.
All right, you are able to breathe underwater now.
What's happening here?
You two have been infected.
And what?
You can no longer live on the surface. I told you you had no choice.
That's a real dick move, man.
What?
And now it is Verseshka's turn.
It is my turn.
It is your turn, but you are still up in the cave with Varsim.
I see. What's up, Vibes?
You know, friends are dying down there. Looks like.
You want to go down there?
Oh shoot, man! I just realized it wasn't supposed to be just 2d6 bludgeoning damage. It was supposed to be also 4d6 cold damage on a fail save.
Well, he failed, so roll that up real quick.
All right, hold up. Sorry. 4d6. There we go. So I actually did 27 damage.
I'm gonna just add 17 more damage.
Cool. Who's laughing now? Ha ha ha.
And actually, at the end of Mateo's turn, he is going to use one of his legendary actions to make a tail attack against him. Does a 22 hit?
Idiots.
Mateo, you take 17 bludgeoning damage.
See, I get.
And now it is Verseshka's turn still. Just saying, what's up, Varsim? You wanna go help? And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go down in a second.
Do you want to get healed again before we get down?
I wouldn't mind if you healed me. It's still kind of low.
I mean, hopefully you'll do more than one this time.
Do you want to use your cure wounds this time?
I use cure.
Do you want to upcast it or just at level 1?
I do want to upcast it.
Alright, you have 2 slots of level 3 and 1 slot of level 4.
Level 4?
Yeah. You don't have any
So,
level 2 slots.
I upgraded to level 4.
Nice.
Heal him all the way so he a healthy boy.
Alright.
9 o'clock.
Slash
We can
roll
go 15 more minutes.
8 plus spellcasting ability modifier, which is 3. Alright, you heal him 22. 22 healings.
Good. Out of how much?
He is at 45 of 55 now, because of you. If that's what you were asking about.
I was.
But yes, that is your turn. And are you saying that we will have to cut this short?
I say we got 15 more minutes.
Alright, Reef Shark's turns. And they are going to stay their course because you told them to kill the merfolks.
What? What?
The sharks are not going to attack the aboleth because Verseshka's order was to kill the merfolks.
Oh, great. So now they will not help us.
Alright, I gave her
Only
time.
Verseshka had commanded them to help us.
I gave her the time. I paused. It is now Varsim's turn. Who will take a breath and jump in to the water. And he is actually going to... I don't think that would work on this guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna use that because I don't think that would work on this guy. But he is going to, with his breath of air, cast Wild Card, and then just stay up at the edge of the air and just like get another breath whenever he needs it. Just throw these cards. Okay, only one of them hits, so I only need to see what one of them is. 5. So he summons a blue card and throws it into the aboleth for 6 cold damage. Alright, it is now Aboleth's turn. And Aboleth Kuhn, is going to do what he does. He is going to swim away from... Oh, wait. I don't actually need to do that. I can do that from where I am. He is going to slap 3 times against Mateo, 13, and Mystalia, because this has a reach of 10, actually. So, Mateo. 27.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits, and I need a Constitution save from you, and you take 14 bludgeoning. Okay, you aren't feeling too great.
No, I'm not.
I'm saying that besides the pain of the wounds that have been inflicted on you, you feel not
Yes.
right. Like you may have caught something.
Alright, I'm feeling sick.
Hit to Mystalia, 14.
It hits.
Okay, roll me a Constitution save. I know that it's going to kill you anyway, though. 19. You, other than you being unconscious underwater from 11 bludgeoning damage, you feel fine.
I feel fine. Bye, guys.
And Tentacle to 13 hits for 12 bludgeoning damage. Constitution save. He shrugs it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shrugs it off, though. And to Mateo, he says,
Dragonborn, you can no longer live outside in the air. You might as well just join me now.
Yeah, well, now and then I won't ever find my sisters.
I told you I
Jerk.
could help you find them.
But you also made me stuck underwater.
I treat my followers well.
Well, you know what? I don't feel treated so well.
You haven't accepted yet. Alright, Mystalia, it is your turn. So roll you
But
a
I'm
death
on
saving
time.
throw.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
You get 1 success.
1 success.
13's turn. What can he do but attack?
Did Mystalia pass out from too much damage?
She did,
Yes, I
actually.
So someone needs to heal that girl.
Someone does.
So he's going to use 2 superiority dice again for his damage rolls. Attack twice, hit once, so he adds 12 and 16, 28 damage to the Aboleth, and then action surges for another 2 attacks, hitting with only 2 of them. So 28, 40 damage. And yeah, that's his turn. Mateo, how about you?
About me?
Yeah. But at the end of 13's turn, he's gonna tail whip you again, Mateo. Got them
All right.
legendary actions, son.
This guy's unfair.
Does a 25 hit.
It sure does.
All right. For 15 bludgeoning.
I am unconscious.
Okay, then since it is your turn, roll you a death save.
Fail.
That's there.
Okay, you got two failures actually because of that natural one.
Because it's a natural.
Oh my god!
If you
Well,
I
guys.
thought you let us re-roll for natural ones.
no, not for death saves.
Oh shit.
That's for you gaining health on level up.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Well,
I let you
Well, that
re-roll
sucks.
once.
So someone needs to heal him.
Nastalia and Mateo are both down now. Verseshka, it's your turn.
How far? He's relatively close to me, correct?
I would say that they are about 40 feet down.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh Jesus! And you're out of magical transformations.
How? So Cure Wounds is a ranged spell, correct?
Cure Wounds is a touch spell.
Hmm. Which one is the range?
Healing word.
Yeah, which you don't
Oh.
have.
I don't have that.
I don't have that.
He gonna die.
Halal does. He going
No.
Oof.
I don't know what to do.
Well, you're the...
Hmm.
The last one that has a thing. It's your turn.
How do you? Is there like a check you can do to check what something's weak to?
You can do a nature check to see if you know any... actually, I would say
Yeah.
Arcana for this, because this is like an otherworldly thing, not a nature thing.
Let's do that then.
Alright. Arcana, which you are proficient in. 11.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't know.
that sucks. I do not know.
You don't know of any weaknesses this thing has.
Fuck. I asked Varsim. Yo, do you know what this thing is?
Well, let me give him an Arcana check. Actually, I think that because of where he's from, this would be a nature check. Like, it's not natural for you guys, but where he's from, it is natural.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
I mean, it has telepathy like he does.
They're both intelligence checks with 0 modifier, so it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah.
I never
So,
saw one
he
of these
doesn't-
things.
Never seen it before.
I've never seen a scene before in my life.
How about I like... Is it near me?
It is not near you. It's 40 feet down. You're still
Oh.
in the cave.
What's the range on, like, speak with aminals?
Well, it's been talking to you guys this entire time.
Oh. Never mind.
It's been using telepathy to probe your guys' minds and figure out what you
Oh,
guys
was that-
want.
Okay.
Tried to make a deal with you, but you guys were like, nah. And also called 13 Azrael.
Hmm.
Which he didn't like. He didn't like it at all.
So I'm going to speak to the creature. Or do I have to attack?
You don't have to attack. You can speak to the creature. You know, I mean, it's
Okay.
like it's stuck its telepathy into you guys' head.
Okay.
Like, you guys would have to roll incredible wisdom saves to force this thing out of your head. If you didn't want to hear its voice.
Hmm.
even though there isn't a check for it, like in his ability, I would still like let you guys and just
Natural 20.
yeah, natural 20, you'd be able to push that thing right out of your head. But it's not like it can really do any harm with its telepathy, so it's just talking to you. So if you want to talk to it, you can.
Verseshka asks, I assume you're attacking us because we attacked those merfolk.
They were my followers, yes.
But they had Varsim. They were gonna eat him.
The son of madness. What a boon that you would be delivered straight to me.
And then I ask, Varsim, what is this son of madness he speaks of?
I'm the son of the god of madness. I told you that, like, whenever you guys first asked me on the beach, whenever we first got to this island.
Well, I forget things, so I'm just...
Oh, that's
She
cool.
wasn't listening. She was playing with her animals.
Yeah, you were paying attention to Varsim. And I think a baboon or something. Or that might have been later. I don't remember.
And what has the son of madness done to you?
Meanwhile, Nostalgia and Mate are just subtly sinking down to the bottom of the thing.
I'm dying.
We're dying.
Crazy dying right now.
The son of madness has done nothing to me. But with his death, will open the portal to bring in all of Aboleth kind. I will use this artifact and the power within him, and Aboleth shall rule this plane the way it was meant to be.
A land of water? Just water and Aboleth?
I can't make it to anybody.
Well,
You still have your sharks, but I don't know what they could do.
well, since you got it talking and it's not attacking anymore, while you guys are talking, you could just randomly be like, "Sharks, attack the Aboleth." But, you know, since you don't seem to want to do anything else, or you are at such a lack of words and you really don't want these people to die.
Yeah, I'm contemplating many things.
Wow.
But
You actually
specifically,
don't want us to die?
specifically two things.
Like, how are you gonna get out without these meat shields?
I mean, kind of. No.
No, maybe.
Kinda.
We're a group. We protect each other. Verseshka will protect. So, like, are you gonna continuously attack us?
If you do not
Says
bend
resist.
to my will, then yes.
Then Sharkeisha's attack, so I can protect.
Alright. Your sharks will now attack on their turn.
And then I swim down as far as possible.
Alright. With the jumping and if you like lower yourself, I will say that you won't get that much, but you jumping in the extra force of your fall will help you get, I'll say, an extra 10 feet.
Uh-huh.
So you can go another 12 feet.
In the
Swimming.
wild.
Oh, wow.
And And how close are these 13 to them?
13 to Matteo and Mystalia.
Yes.
He is 5 feet from both of them.
I ask if he can catch them, so they don't drift upon the floor of the cavern.
He will grab. Let's see if with a. I'll give him an athletics to see if he can grab both of them. Because he's also got to keep them both up, too. He slows their fall, but because of the added weight and he's the only one holding them both up, he's also slowly sinking.
Okay.
But he has stopped them from going down as fast.
A bucket helps a little bit.
Oh, your bucket does help a little bit because it is tied to you. And it's full of air,
Sure
so
is.
it's helping you float.
Can he see through this bucket?
He cannot. He's been taking a
Well,
breath
I mean,
of
I
air
have to
and then
kinda
putting his
up
face in the
above
water.
Okay.
But you are, I will say, about 20 more feet away from them. If you want to dash on this action, since you haven't actually taken an action, you can go your regular 25, and then you'd only be 10 feet away from them. Oh, no, wait, you'd be 5 feet away from them. Because I said you went down 10 feet because of your dive, and then you can, if you decide to dash on this turn and forego your action, you can make it to them in next turn because you'll be within like 5 feet of them. Because they're 40 feet down. Actually, my math is being terrible right now. I think you would actually be able to get to them. If you would be 5 feet away from them, you would have to go 35 feet, which is the 10 from diving and the 25 from dashing. You still won't be able to do anything, but you'll be right next to them.
Okay.
But that's only if you
do that.
decide to dash.
What if? How many sharks do I have left? 3?
3.
What if I used one of them to like swim to me and go get?
Oh, so you want to use its swim speed? You want to use it as a mount?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna read the conjure animal spell to see if you have a mind link.
Telepathy.
Obey any verbal command. No action required by you. So you would have to have said, one of you sharks come to me, the rest attack the aboleth before you jumped in. But I will say that you can mount a shark after saying that, if you'd like.
Sure.
Alright, you will be mounted, but it will move on its turn.
Okay. Then I shall heal Mate. If he doesn't die before then.
Alright, so you're holding your action to heal Mateo whenever you get close, whenever the shark brings you there? Alright. Finally, it's the shark's turns. The shark, I'm going to say this one right here, brings you down to Mateo, and you can use your single breath that you kept to heal him with a Cure Wounds, because you are next to him now. Thanks to Shark Coon. Do you want to upcast that? Yes, no? Alright, the other sharks are gonna swim
What?
around.
What?
I said that because it is the shark's turn, the one that you mounted swam you down to Mateo as you pointed to her, and now you have a single breath to cast a Cure Wounds.
I do that.
What level? You have 2 level 3 spells, and that's
Level
about
3.
it for upcasting. So you cast it at level 3.
Level. Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's roll. 3d8 plus 3. You heal 21 points, Mateo.
Alrighty. I'll
And
take my failures off.
Okay. And can I like suckle some air from his bucket real quick?
Yeah.
I would say that you would need to do that as an action on your next turn.
Okay.
If you would have healed Mystalia, she would have been able to give you a breath, though.
I'll just drown until then.
Alright.
Or I could do the insight thing where like I like act like I want to be carried.
On your next turn,
Give me-
you will begin drowning, though.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
And now for the other sharks who have it flanked. Bite and bite. Both hit for 13 piercing damage.
It'll work.
And as these sharks finish their turn, because yes, he can do this, he is going to slap a tail at Mateo, hoping to get him down again.
God dang it.
I told you I was gonna start actually using these things like like they know what they're doing.
He's not getting me on his side with this.
You had your chance.
You had your
Well, he would've-
chance, Dragonborn.
So, 22. 15 bludgeoning damage.
22? Okay.
And now that it's Varsim's turn, top of the turn order, he is going to use a Lair action.
Hey,
Because
what?
his magical lair has its own effects at the top of the turn.
Alright.
Well, this is the first time hearing of this.
Toulouse had it too.
Oh.
You fought him in his lair.
Oh.
Huh.
So, the water around you guys begins to magically kind of shake. Would you say that all of you guys are within 90 feet of him?
I think so.
The Varsim?
No, of the Aboleth.
I mean, I'm right up there on him.
I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah, he's gonna... Every single one of you needs to make a wisdom save, except for Mystalia, who's just gonna take the hit. Because she's unconscious.
Oh.
She gonna die too.
Okay, you are down. I'm gonna do the sharks first.
Wait, who's down?
Okay, 2 of the sharks actually beat it, but one of them doesn't. Mateo, you're taking it. Here's a wisdom save for you, Verseshka. You fail.
Oh no.
13. Wisdom save. He fails.
Okay.
Varsim. Wisdom save, he fails. And
Grief.
Miss Dahlia, you...
I need a wisdom save.
No, you don't, because you're already unconscious. You're just taking the hit, which adds 2 failures to your death saves.
2 failures. Yay.
So she gets one more. Oh.
Oh god,
Yep.
I'm gonna die.
So
No.
everyone who fails takes 2d6 psychic damage. You guys take 7 psychic damage. Everyone who failed.
Alright, well.
She only needs one more save, right? To live.
I don't know, how many successes does she have?
I have 1.
Yeah, you need 2 more saves to live.
But if she gets one more failure, she's dead for good.
She did. You just need to heal her before.
Such good. 7. And that shark. The shark that Verseshka is riding is almost dead. This one is at 15. And this one is at
He says,
15.
I got you, mommy.
But now it is Varsim's turn, who is kind of like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, in his mind. He breaches for a second to get a breath of air. And he is going to... Well, he can't really do anything other than his wild card because you guys are too far for him to actually, like, get all the way down to. And even if he did swim all the way down, he wouldn't do anything because that would be his dash action.
Alright.
I'm screwed.
And yeah, he's gonna use his wild card because that's pretty much all he could do. Hitting with the second one. Oh, that kind of sucks.
Let's go.
He conjures a red card and throws
Fire.
it for 4 damage.
Fire, Varsim!
It's random. He doesn't get to choose. And the other one fails. And since it's the end of Varsim's turn, he is gonna slap with his tail.
Yeah.
And he's gonna hit 13 with it.
I need to get a tissue because I have a bloody nose.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It looks like the stress of the game is getting to me in real life. My mind was ripped from this psychic attack.
13 is now down. And
no.
it is now the Aboleth's turn.
God. Oh my god, we're all gonna die here.
Pretty
With
much.
3 tentacle attacks. 1 to Mateo to get him down again.
I'm
This is how
sorry,
you
just
killed us.
already been down.
Oh, you were already down?
Yes.
You were already at 0 again?
Yep.
Then he's gonna attack with all 3 against, well, not all 3, but he's gonna attack that first one against 13 then. So, because he doesn't have his armor on, he takes that, and he takes that.
Oh, we're
13 is at 0.
Alright.
dead. We're all gonna die here! Oh god!
Not all of you.
Not all of us.
Not all of us! Just, all the interesting characters!
But he still
Oh,
has
man.
1 tentacle left. and he's gonna go for Verseshka. Okay, natural 20. You take 20 damage, Verseshka.
Oh, man.
You only had 19. So Verseshka's down.
I am.
Yep.
You are down as well.
Wow.
And because you are down, your spell for your animals goes down as
away.
well, and they are no longer there.
We're dead.
Well,
Now Varsim is the only one here.
Wait, 13 died?
13 is
He's
also
down
0,
as well.
yes.
Down! We're screwed! All because 3 people couldn't come with us!
We would have all
I
died.
don't even know
then.
if that would have helped out.
No, it
'cause
wasn't, you stupid!
Well,
Oh, man.
if
That or we would have been cursed to stay underwater.
Yeah.
You would have been more helpful than up there, being worthless.
okay, so Miss Dahlia, give me a death save.
Oh, here's what we find out.
I'm scared. I don't want to die. I don't want Nostalgia to die. I'm scared.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god!
You get 2 successes.
I'm alive!
You are stable.
You're...
I'm alive!
Oh,
Did you get a natural 20?
You got a
Yeah, she
natural
got a
20.
natural 20.
For now.
Yeah.
Okay, 13, starting to
Oh,
make a death
stable.
save.
God!
Unless someone picks her up.
7, that's a fail.
Oh.
Oh
Mateo,
Yeah,
death save.
13 fail.
Since you were revived by Verseshka, you start over.
Okay, I got it.
Alright, you got 1 success.
Alrighty.
Verseshka needs a death save.
Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Don't worry. 5, that's a failure.
Oh. You gotta
Oh no.
Oh god.
Now... Oh, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What do we do?
It's the top of the turn order.
No.
Not again.
I think it's time for a cliffhanger.
Nope.
Oh, well, he can't use that Lair action twice in a row anyway.
I got.
Oh, man.
Will Varsim
just
be
gonna-
able to survive and save everybody all on his own?
Oh,
Will
man.
everybody make all the other death saves? Or will they get failures and be killed
Well,
off for
some of
good?
us have to be making new characters. Who knows?
That or
Find
I'll
out
just
next
be-
time.
It'll be fine.
I don't see how. The situation's very grim. It looks.
It's
Well,
very
just-
grim.
Well, I'll just go to heaven and be happy.
It's fine.
It's fine! It's like, don't worry, it's fine. Only 4 of us are down and making death saves. Everything's fine.
One's stable.
Yeah, at least I'm stable.
And you can breathe underwater, so it's not like you're gonna drown.
Yeah.
And Verseshka might drown. Oh wait,
We're both.
I need
you
you
get
to,
13
I
are
need to do a
infected, right?
Constitution
So-
save for her to see if she's diseased. Oh wait,
Oh, yeah.
that wouldn't let her breathe underwater. Never mind. They're 2 different diseases. She has to be within 5
Oh.
feet of it and attack it with a melee attack. Alright, so can Varsim save all of you
Yes.
We'll find
in a
out.
single
I-
turn?
I don't know.
Because his next turn, he's gonna die.
Oh no.
No.
Oh my god, we're screwed!
Because Aboleth's turn, he's dead. Oh, and in case you were curious, your spike growth goes down. Verseshka.
It's like more enemies could come.
I can't believe I got that natural 20 though. Oh my god. But
Oh wait, your Conjure Animals was a concentration spell too. So you wouldn't have been able to use that spike growth. Unless you would have gotten rid of your sharks.
Well, it doesn't matter. So I gain a spell back.
Yeah, you gain a spell slot back. Of level 2.
So what the hell are we gonna do if everybody dies?
Don't worry about it.
I guess
I
we're not
have a
gonna worry
feeling
about
that
it.
he's
I'm
just playing the
confident
scenario
when
in
he
their
says it
head,
like that, but at the same time, I'm worried.
right?
Yeah.
Like this
gonna-
could all just be an illusion in their head.
Because you said you had no problems with us dying.
Don't worry about it.
I'll wake up as servants of this thing.
We're gonna wake up servants. Yeah. And we'll have to create new characters to get our old characters back.
Don't worry about it. I have plans for this kind
Don't
of
worry
occasion.
about it.
Oh,
Well, you have a week to make them solid. But I must go. It was fun, y'all, but I gotta go to work.
see you
Alright.
later.
Slater!
See ya.
Okay, next time we will finish up this side and then go to what was happening to Aladir, Lael, Gossamer,
And
and the
Gossamer.
gang.